Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 1D4 plus 1, the Amber Wars. Real quick, sorry we're running late. I was doing a different podcast, and it ran late.
Your last name's not McElroy.
Only announcement is to remind you to head over to threadmancer.com to check out their awesome embroidery projects over there. If you check out using the promo code Amber Wars, you can get free shipping for all orders over $25. And another mini reminder that we are back on tomorrow night to finish the final part, maybe, of Becca's one-shot.
God, it had better be the final part.
At 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Other than that, no intros. So, right back into it. Last time, during the Amber Wars, you all had taken it upon yourselves to head over to the shipping district of the city of Zidara, looking to find a little bit more dirt on / confront Tyrig Stonejumper. All hell broke loose, and I cannot begin to summarize the plot lines that took place within that episode, but will suffice it to say, shit went down. Pest control happened. The fourth kind of police happened. Aurora said, fuck it, I'm going outside. Kismet played spectral hacky sack in the corner like a teen. And at the end of the day, you all jumped in a carriage going to meet with the next in line for the role that Hildy Winterglyph, leader of the Ember Forges, takes care of. The young man Trey Crestwind, the half-elf who you all met. You met with him at the tavern. He paid for your room and board and food for the evening.
Long rest.
You all took a long rest. Ryan popped out from behind the curtain. Shazah!
Was that like being birthed again?
I hit my back. I'm gonna count it on the list.
And you were all given information that the next place for you to check out, if you so choose, would be Whistlin' Willie's Welding.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
A now defunct welding warehouse somewhere near the Ember Forges district. So,
Isn't that where we are?
No.
morning comes in the tavern, the smell of coffee and food being delivered from the floorboards below your rooms. Despite the quiet murmur of the morning, the sun does not seem to rise with the rest of the world. Dull gray-blue clouds hover outside of your bedroom windows to the north and to the east. They seem to be encroaching in your direction. The meadery's patrons are in a less convivial mood as they take in breakfast compared to last evening. A silver-haired elf with a thin goatee and a youthful gnome with a purple undercut and well-tattooed arms worked the counter this morning. If you were to make your way down the stairs, the hearth blazes on the left side of the room, a breakfast buffet to the right. The far wall, a pair of lyres play a relaxing duet. The inn seems to manage a decent continental breakfast, which is catered by a nearby restaurant. You see a spread of hard cheese, long thin loaves of bread, dried fish and pork, a small, just barely ripe platter of apples, pears, and some dark berries. Some small jars of honey, butter, black jam accompany the bread. At the very end of the buffet, a large glass jug with a spigot. Inside you see a pale yellow mead with pear slices floating inside. A large metal soup pot with a ladle marked coffee, and the other next to it marked mint tea. So, Gertrude Industries, what would you like to do?
I want that.
I wrote it when I was hungry.
I want that.
How about Saturday you do that for me?
Yeah, please.
We just did.
Complete with the ladle.
I just did it, narrative.
The coffee ladle.
Wait, can you freeze the cider so it's like a slushy with the pears?
Absolutely, you
'Cause
could do
that
that.
sounds
Yeah,
nice.
there's
That sounds like a
you probably
You
have
mean the mead?
a caster friend, and you could make a nice like pear mead slushy.
All right, end the podcast. We're gonna go to the store.
Yeah.
Let's all hit the meadery.
Wait, Anne just got here and has her sourdough starter. She could make a sourdough.
nice.
Okay.
Now we're
Bye.
making breakfast.
So the sun is up, but not up because of the clouds, which are overcast on this day. What would you all like to do?
I'm asleep still, obviously.
That's a given.
I want to eat this breakfast.
Doot, 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 doot.
Yeah,
I'm going to be sipping a lot of coffee.
Breakers. Sounds good.
I also get a coffee.
Is that it?
What?
Oh my god.
A singular coffee.
He just took a sip of his coffee.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
I ended up binging The Boys, so I've been awake for 24 hours.
Is it good? I've heard good things.
It's real good.
1 black coffee.
I will enjoy some breakfast foods in
All right.
the eat hall, I will call it.
The eat hall?
It's like the meat hall, but it's where you eat.
The Eid Hall.
I would like to eat in the eatery
Just like
as
the
well.
eatery next door,
I
yes.
would also eat all.
Alright, so
That's fair.
all but one of you are
We're
downstairs.
just removing
enjoying your
letters and
breakfasts.
changing the sentence.
Hey, fuck off. That's all my jokes.
That's my whole bag!
Kangaroo, bangaroo.
Nice.
Sword, word. Alright, so you're all sitting downstairs eating
coffee.
breakfast.
Except for
Kismet. How
Are
early
there-
would you say the rest of you got up?
How what?
How
Early.
early?
I don't know.
As long as my long rest.
That 8 hour mark and you are.
Well, see, I've got one alarm that goes off at 5:30, and then one that goes off at 5:35. But then my next one goes off at 5:45, which gives me another 10 minutes,
You
and then
don't
I get out of bed.
You don't set any on an odd number to make sure that the sleeps don't interact?
But you do 10-minute increments?
I do 5 minute, 5 and then
Oh.
10.
Mine's all 5s all the way down.
God, how
It's
do you
nothing.
do it?
I have one
Sucks.
alarm and I get up when it goes off.
So that's
fuck.
what a
I-
robot is too.
Insight.
But okay, get out of here.
No, that's what I do. It's set for 6, but I'm up by
I wake
5:45.
up when Bowie, I wake up when Bowie jumps on me.
That's fair. All right, so
So
I
now we know our sleeping habit.
I woke up at 12 apparently. Is what my D12
So
says.
it's midnight.
Dude.
I'm gonna catch a nice 2-hour nap.
I'd say like 7.
7? Okay.
Pretty early. Well, I mean, I just need 4
Bless you.
hours and then I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, 5:45,
You're always
and I'm up
rolling.
and
Always
reading and drinking the coffee ladle. Not
The ladle!
not
the
drinking
ladle.
the ladle.
You just
The ladled coffee.
I just the ladled coffee.
take the ladle, dump out the coffee, take the ladle back to your
I have a big spoon now.
I actually did sleep in quite late because I was quite hurt.
That's fair.
Very
That's fair.
hurt.
It's really good coffee.
That ladle
You
too.
pick up some notes of like cinnamon in it. It's
It's
good. Cinnamon in it. I can rap, guys. Cinnamon in it. Cinnamon in it. Cinnamon in it. I did it.
Actually impressive.
Well,
Still keep going.
That hurt me on a
So,
personal level.
I feel like we did a very good job at the warehouse.
We
I-
succeeded in what we were trying to do.
Eventually,
We got there
yes.
Eventually.
So, that was step 1 of this plan, right?
But there were like 16 steps just in that one.
Yeah, you know.
Sub steps.
Oh, okay.
Every
Blah, blah,
plan.
blah,
Complication
blah.
always comes in
Every
gold.
plan needs some sub steps.
Say that again, Archie.
The complications always show up when the goal is not kill this person and move along.
It's so easy when that's our.
The next
when that's the
one
goal.
is a lot easier, probably.
Totally.
Totally.
I'm still
gonna be
giggling from your
easier.
whoop whoop whoop.
What is it? 2013, Tanner.
Yes!
It's
Skrillex!
I literally looked up Skrillex and dubstep like less than a week ago.
Why?
Something came up. Actually, you know why?
You don't
Because
wanna
I
know.
forgot the word dubstep. That's why.
Something came up.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, I was like, oh wait, what was that called? Oh, that's right.
Google. The wubba dubba dubba dubba.
What's the dub 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 music?
What were the college kids into 5 years ago?
Okay, the Google search was, what is Skrillex genre? And I was
That's
like,
a better way of doing it.
and it came up with some weird ass shit.
That's fair.
The second one listed was dubstep.
Okay, good.
So, the adventure at hand. I do love dubstep as much as the next guy.
That's not that much.
Yeah, it's pretty low on the list.
Once in a while.
I stopped drinking Four Locos.
I don't
That's
see the
why
connection.
you look so old.
Yeah, you should just get back to my youthful energy juice.
So the notes that I had taken say that we should seek out Hildy Winterglyph. However, I don't have the same kind of clues as to where to find her as I did for Tierig.
Didn't we
The
were just told-
www.
We were just told that there's
was just
the defunct mining facility
Yes.
or whatever.
Yes, I recall now. I didn't write it down in my notes.
That's okay.
Because of who I am. Because of who I am.
That's okay. I write down plenty of notes. Like, we have a meeting in 2 weeks in the afternoon for fish tacos with Tyron. He said, we'll see.
All true.
Damon
That all did happen.
My plan is to still show up for that meeting. Just in case.
I really want to try those tacos.
Yeah, I mean, like, we can go there beforehand, then we know what's good.
Is that it?
That's the plan. That's the adventure plan.
Yeah, you guys want to go get fish tacos?
Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of.
That's the main quest Rayo has open in his menu.
Is our driver still
No, we just
with us?
Yeah, he just sat outside all night.
Did he stay?
You can go look.
We forgot to
Did he come
finish
with?
the
We
did.
transaction on the app.
Yeah.
I would like to go look outside.
I would like to look for him as well.
You two can go ahead and make a perception or investigation check. If you
Nat 20.
Yep, saw it.
Okay. Do I need to also look, or can?
Sure.
Okay.
I can be your eyes.
I mean, he got a nat 20, so
hmm
I want you to show
Yeah,
me up
character.
anyway.
yes.
2.
This is why I wanted that to happen. Aurora, you step outside. It's overcast. Kind of a cool day. A little bit slightly humid, but not like unbearable yet. It's still morning. Fenric, as you're looking around, you can see that there are some carriages. They are not hooked up. And you do not see her carriage driver, Carol.
Yeah,
Do I know- Do the carriages have like numbers or stuff on them?
Like
You know what I mean?
taxis?
Are they taxis?
With
Basically?
the nat 20, you can see that there would be cab numbers on them.
Do I know what ours was?
Make an
69.
intelligence check to see if you can remember.
Nope.
No such duck.
Where am I?
Whack.
You guys are,
Like, in here somewhere, right?
if you go right between that region here.
Nope, I'm hanging on
Oh,
to
wait,
it.
no,
You guys are right about here right now.
Okay.
And the WWW is south.
Something about a whistling wizard.
It's on Wednesday nights.
Wait.
Whistling
7 p.m.
Willie's
Welding.
Welding.
That.
The marker one, the new
Yes.
black marker. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, we're not too far off.
So we could just walk.
Where are the tacos?
Where did I
yeah.
meet Fidge?
Tacos are pretty
You
far
met
away.
Fidge
Oh.
in the slave quarter up here.
Okay.
Will they shovel more breakfast in my face?
Cool.
So, is the plan just to stroll up to the WWW in the light of day and just like smash down the door and be like, "We're here to murder"? And then
Well, it is still pretty early and overcast, so now actually might be a really good time to do this.
Well, we could get our disguises back on and do what we did last time. That worked really well.
Yeah, I mean, I still have the mushrooms.
I think that in lieu of how shitty our plans went last time, we should just screw the plans and just go.
We have plans.
You all had plans, different
No.
plans.
Well-
That was a
No,
problem.
we decided on a plan in which I started to enact,
We need
and then
one
no
or
one else
fewer
followed
plans.
me. So I'm going to be a little bit bitter about this for a while.
I'm looking through Rubicon and I didn't hear a thing that was said.
Next time I have to grapple a bugbear, I'm not gonna do that, probably.
Well, you didn't even try, so
Well, we should.
You charmed it.
I didn't try either.
I think we should just have a rule now that when we make plans, everyone has to be in the room so we can discuss it.
I'm
That's
pretty
something.
sure.
I'm gonna have a board. Well, should we have like a share stick or a board meeting or?
Where's the?
What are you, a Weeble Scout?
That sounds like a good plan, Virio, but I don't think everyone is in the room right now. We can't make plans like that.
What do you mean everyone's here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep.
Grouped in 6.
6. That's us. That's the team. Oh, Wait.
You know, it's sad. I was like, you forgot Augie. Oh.
Augie.
Oh, wait, we're missing Trevor. Where is Trevor?
We need his input on things like this. He's our leader.
This is why things went wrong yesterday.
Was there a bakery spread?
It was really fairly constricted to the long loaves of bread.
I was about to say.
Was there anything to put on them?
Jams and honey.
Okay. Load 2 up with jam and 2 up with honey, and I go and find Kismet.
Okay. Easily enough. This inn doesn't have a whole lot of rooms, and it comes down to like you and one other room, or like the room you are in, and like Kismet's. The other ones are all kind of open and being cleaned right now. Okay. Yeah, easily enough you find Kismet's.
I was just checking to see if I tried to knock on my own room door.
Hello.
I forgot which one was mine. Yeah, okay. I knock on Kismet's door.
All right.
What time is it right about now?
It's probably getting to be around 9 a.m.
Already?
Mm-hmm.
Woofda.
Hello, Kismet.
Come back later.
I don't think I can. We got stuff to do. I brought you breakfast. Are you singing already?
What
It's
about
early
that
for
sounded like singing?
You're a bit muffled. There's a door right here.
I open the door to take the loaves, and then I close the door.
Okay, see you downstairs in 5.
No.
We're leaving in 10 minutes.
This is gonna end in a box and a stick with a string getting Kismet up in the morning thing. Do you go back downstairs?
Yes.
Okay, go back downstairs.
So I don't know. I don't know
I
if
lay
she's
back
coming.
down, and I'm just holding the breads.
The honey?
Well, that's up,
Okay.
so it's like
Your sense of your XYs are off right there. She's cuddling them, not they're her pillow.
Right, okay, I gotcha. Fair.
Go back downstairs.
Do you have a little lizard tongue?
no.
Kismet, highs or lows?
Make a
Nice.
Constitution saving throw.
Hi.
Oh,
After about a minute, Trevor begins to immediately dig into the bread that you
We
are
still
cuddling
only
against,
have it,
initially
but
just
better
licking
than
all the
it was.
toppings off and then moving onto your face.
I hold all of the loaves up and walk downstairs like that.
You got like a third through the bottom with the toppings on it.
Mm-hmm.
Kismet does descend down the stairs,
Holding
holding
baguettes.
bread over their
Where's,
head,
where's Trevor?
Chasing after me, I assume.
skidding around their feet, jumping.
I wanna go by and go like, oh good boy. Oh good boy, you got her up. Oh good boy.
Go ahead and make an animal handling check.
Okay.
See if you can
Fenrir is in it for the long con.
distract.
Oh, that's good for
He
you.
does. That's right. You do get the reroll. Nope.
Oh, it's
Still
a
not
5.
great.
That's a 5.
He does not have the time of fucking day for you. He is
Bread.
honey bread.
That's fine. That's fine.
Trevor's here, so we can have the meeting.
I go back. I go directly to the food station and reapply toppings on the breads.
But okay.
Yeah.
Do baby hellhounds or like puppy hellhounds like slobber?
I mean, so I designed
Maybe
it to
not.
look like a mastiff.
So
Oh
probably.
yeah.
But it's always like super hot because they're like a little bit flamey.
So it probably is like
That's
slobber,
even
but
worse.
it's like
Yeah.
it like mists away, like sizzles away,
Okay.
evaporates. That's the word.
Always smells
No,
like burning
sizzles away.
spit.
Oh no.
Sizzles.
He opens his
Sizzles
mouth.
away.
You just hear
Like pop
Like
rocks.
Pop Rocks.
yeah. Alright.
How do we do it?
It's way too
I don't know. Him
much.
and Maddie were just as bad. during
Yeah,
the
it's
last
Oh, well, that
campaign.
makes sense, actually.
Yeah.
Because Maddie and I are the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But alright, you are all convened together as a group. Gertrude Industries.
Well, so we should probably scout out this welding facility.
Yeah,
Why?
I would say we should just go and do some investigating around it.
What
Spread
are we?
out, blend in. So you
What?
can see.
We're going to kill someone.
Don't
Why
say
wink?
that too loud.
What's the wing for?
Oh, I was just gonna
We don't have to kill him.
Okay.
Don't we?
I don't know.
We just have to
I'm
get
pretty
rid
sure
of
we do.
her so that Trey can be the new dude.
Yeah, that could just involve like.
Hey, how'd you get rid of your parents?
just tie her to like a feather.
I used some magic that I no longer possess, unfortunately. When we not died, but died. And then I lost all of my power and money and my livelihood,
Well done.
and then started over as a good person or something like that.
You need more
And
quotes
then
around
don't
that, I think.
How about some brackets?
Good person, sick.
Inspirational.
I'm just eating bread, like slowly leaning away.
You did this to yourself.
And how does that make you feel?
Alright, let's go scout.
I would like to go up to my room.
All right, go up to your room.
Yes. And go. And I want to root around.
All right.
Find one of my shirts
Okay.
that now
You're
says
gonna
Gertrude Industries on it.
Okay.
Gotta go inspect your own shirts.
Go ahead and make a performance check.
That's what
Are
I
you
want.
trying
That's
to
what I was
alter one of
leading
your
to,
shirts?
Yes, I'm
Is
going
that-
to turn
okay.
one of my shirts into say
Alright.
Gertrude
Go ahead and make
Industries.
a performance check.
Oh my goodness,
It was almost so good. 7.
7.
dice hate.
Your shirt that once said like, enjoy sunny, what have you, now says enjoy sunny Gertrude.
Where'd you get the G?
That sounds great, honestly. Sounds like a good shirt.
I'm the hype man.
And you just stand next to her like Will Smith pose.
Yeah.
Do we need to be like disguised for this one or anything? I was a grandma yesterday.
I don't see why we would need to.
Look at me.
I don't see why not.
I mean, I think it's
I mean,
safer
true.
to be disguised. I mean, you never know. Like, it's hard out there for a criminal. So,
Are we? Wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
no, we're committing crimes to have less crime.
You do a crime, you get a crime.
So we're fighting crime with crime, baby.
That crime's punishable by crime.
What is that from? You guys say it all the time. and
Monster Factory. I'm calling
Okay.
Shandy to call the police.
Oh my.
Roxanne! We do still do crime, don't we?
Yeah.
On a
Yeah, but
almost daily basis, actually.
I mean, it's a little
Do you know
less
what's
than
great, though?
what we had before.
You know what's great? Laws are different everywhere, and it's all subjective. The end. I take a bite of bread.
Well,
Right.
you are a teenager.
Is murder subjective?
That's not a law that we're
Yeah,
talking
he's not
about
that
right
dead.
now.
I mean, no, we're gonna go kill someone, maybe.
Let's go ask Winter.
Wink. I wink at Kismet. After Viria says that.
Murder.
Did you just wink once with each eye?
It's called blinking, you fool.
That's the Rihanna wink.
It's asynchronized wink blinking.
Do we need disguises?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it too.
All right. Those of you donning disguise kits, go ahead and make a performance check.
All right.
Do better.
Putting on some dark shades.
Oh no.
I don't have one, so I'm going just me because I don't want to waste a spell slot.
I'm not proficient with a disguise kit, but I just put on sunglasses.
That
so,
was your disguise.
Oh yeah, that's right.
sunglasses, and I.
So
flip
if I
my
roll a
helmet
7,
around.
what happens? Is it just bad? Like you just tell me it's a bad disguise or what?
You
What
put
are
on a
you-
name tag instead.
What are you attempting to disguise yourself as? Or how? Virio's sunglasses are on, but they're slightly crooked. He looks like Virio with crooked sunglasses. I don't know what your roll was, but it didn't sound high.
No, it was
I
a
try-
14.
Oh, 14? Okay, yeah, no, you're good.
You
I
go.
try and make myself into like an elf.
Alright. You look like a middle school productions attempt at making an elf.
Okay, what if I add my hairpin on top of it?
Well, if you just use the disguise self, then it's flawless.
Okay,
She must be a South Pole elf.
I'm gonna do that
Okay.
because I can't remember how long my hairpins last for.
1 hour.
Oh,
Per
only,
use.
only an hour, and I have
2.
2. No.
Roll your d4.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
that's
I gotta
right.
do that too.
That's what I have to do.
Mm-hmm. D4. The
Yeah.
pyramid.
Thank you. That's not a D4.
It's okay.
Oh, only
Still have to
one.
use this
Alright.
shit.
That's 1 plus 1, I believe.
2.
So you have 2
That
uses
is how
of it.
math works.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead
That was a
and do that.
Alright.
Use my first use. On
What are you
it.
disguising yourself as?
An elf.
Okay. Doubling down on the elf.
Yeah.
Just in case you lose it,
Double
people
elf.
might not be like, wow, that's real different.
That's true.
I know. That's what
You
I
might have
mean.
bad
Like,
insight.
I'm trying not to look too, go too crazy.
Yeah, what's the passive insight of a crowd?
And
Depends on if you're on campus. It
It gets rolled.
Yeah.
Slash, how interested is the crowd in strangers?
Depends
True.
on what we're doing in the
Yeah.
moment.
If some
Well.
the guards are running around shouting "murder's been committed," then it's a
Like
different role than
14.
you're at the market because it's a big city and they see somebody
2.
painted up like an elf. They just might be like, meh.
Is there like a
What?
con?
What are you gonna do?
Is there a con in town this weekend or something?
yeah.
That
The
elf did a
bird
bad job of the makeup.
convention.
Yeah.
What were we rolling?
Performance checks if you were putting on
Okay.
disguise kits.
I was, which means I get advantage because I'm passing myself off as someone else.
Mhm.
Yules.
I rolled the same number both times, and it was both a 6.
It's
Plus 3, I have 9.
9. Okay. Were you going for old grandma again?
Yes.
All right. Kind of like stage makeup-y.
Again,
Yeah.
it's just that it's not my normal makeup, so
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah. It's not your standard kit that you're used to
It's
using.
not a cat eye.
Yeah. But all right.
I got a 14. I'm just going for not a huge makeover, just slightly less eye-catching
So
than I am
So,
right
like-
now.
a reduction in your fleek.
Exactly. So it's not like I'm a nat 20 walking around.
Just
I like that phrase though. That was
Yeah.
actually, that was a lot funnier than I thought it was gonna be. Like someone with the passive perception of 2 sees me glint in the
Sure.
corner of their eye.
they catch a hint of a sparkle on someone, but then they lose it.
That.
I've never seen you look so matte.
I'm fabric.
Well done.
I saw it. I like all of you at the same time. It's great.
I was like, he's gonna fucking say that. I'm gonna snap his goddamn neck.
Halfling's going for the low-hanging fruit.
That's all I can reach.
Yep.
Hey,
Hey,
is that a short joke? You can't say that. That's
Only I can
racist.
say that.
Only you and Archie can say that.
What's up, Archie?
All right. General apparel, all disguised as best you can be. Maybe I'll just head out into the streets to look for it.
I mean, we could follow the map that we
Yeah.
have.
You do have a map.
I suggest we spread out and maybe meet up when we get a bit closer.
Why would we spread out?
Like,
Oh,
Split up.
How do we
all-
split when there's only one map? I
I mean-
still have
I
bread,
mean,
by
you
the
can
way.
just walk on other sides of the street.
Wait,
Yeah.
from
do
each
you have the
other.
memorization thing?
No,
Not
What?
No,
Never mind.
keen
No,
mind.
None
No.
of us do.
no.
That was a different character.
none of us have a keen mind.
I could make
I
a
certainly
minor.
don't.
I could make a minor illusion copy of the map, looking at it, and then I would just have it.
I can do the same.
That's nice.
How about one person walks slightly ahead of all the other people and that person has the map?
What if we look like a group of tourists trying to find a bird convention again?
I mean, it works.
My
As-
illusion. I'm just gonna walk.
Roll and walk.
So let's look at the map and see how many roads we need to take left of this block.
Yes, we're right
50,
now. Right now,
and then
we
60.
look like a group of tourists looking at a map.
I'm following
Which is why I
Roland
left.
in
I'm
a,
like, nope.
but like giving him a 5 to 6 foot
You're tailing him.
berth. Yeah.
Alright.
Like
5 to 6.
5 to 6. That's like
That's close behind.
That's a height. A person.
Alright, fine, I'm giving him like a 10 to 20 foot.
there you
I'd
go.
like to.
Is that more? Is
Yeah,
that
that's
more
good
what it would
idea.
be?
What?
I'd like to look at the map and make an intelligence check to see if I can just like remember where I'm supposed to go and just walk there.
Right. Go ahead and roll a survival or intelligence check, either or.
Well, let's see my intelligence. That's gonna be 18.
18. Okay, you're able
Yeah,
to get a
nailed
pretty good idea of where the map would be.
I've got it
leading you to.
memorized.
Right. Aurora, are you attempting to stealth behind Roland as he's making his way in that direction?
I mean, I'm okay if Roland knows I'm following him.
Yeah, just like for like general,
Oh,
like
yeah.
walking down the street in this.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just trying to like blend in with
Sure.
the crowd.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a stealth check as well.
17.
All right, Aurora, you seem to move.
I thought you meant
fairly...
stealth from Roland, and I was like, but
Yeah.
Roland knows that I'm following
Yeah.
him.
22.
Okay.
Aurora just decides to assassinate Roland.
That would very much
This is
change this game.
This is a fun game to play.
This is your last
Um,
night, right? We just killed you.
Yeah.
Roland makes his way through the crowd pretty stealthily, and you follow in a fairly stealthy manner yourself. You're realizing you're not moving like quite as in sync with the city streets as Roland is, but you are able to
No.
keep your head down pretty well.
No.
Archie, are you attempting to be stealthy on your way there, or are you just sort of like strutting down the street?
I'm just walking.
All right. Furia, Kismet, Fenric.
There's only the three of us now. We can just
Use the map.
walk. Yeah.
Yeah, and we've got the map.
All right.
You guys just want to like be normal people?
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems easy.
Okay, let's go.
Who wants to hold it? Nose goes.
I can hold it, I guess. Oh, goodness.
Oh, it's the blind leading the blind.
Furia, go ahead and make a survival check to
Let's
see how well
let's
you can
not.
navigate.
Let's not.
Okay.
Oh no.
5. Where are we? I'm holding the map upside down.
He's actually blind.
Yeah, you guys get a couple of feet outside, and Virio starts going kind of the opposite way that you guys thought you were supposed to go.
Furio, I got it.
I'm like pulling my sunglasses down to look at it.
Oh my god.
While tapping with the stick in front of you.
I pick it up from you and I pass it to Fenric. And I'm like, he was a Weeble Scout.
How do you know that?
You said that
Oh,
multiple times.
I say a lot of things.
Off survival check to.
Yeah.
Good
my-
enough.
9.
9. It takes you guys a little bit longer to get there versus everybody else, but
I
about
feel like it's because we're arguing
Fucking
over who's
tourists.
holding the map.
yeah, like you're holding it wrong.
He
So
just turns it upside down for me.
Yeah.
Also, it looks like two old people and like a child.
Yeah.
Let me help you cross the city.
And he's having
Teach us
to
how to
explain
use the Google Maps, grandson.
this newfangled technology called
A map.
The Gaggle map.
Takes you 3 about 20 minutes, 30 minutes to get there. You guys arrive about 10, 15 minutes later than that to the general area.
Do you guys case the place while we wait?
As you approach the front runners, you can see that the city sort of goes from Willix to be a fairly thriving area with basic shops and pubs to what looks to be a somewhat run-down old manufacturing hub. You can tell this was once a powerhouse of manufacturing, but the establishment of the Ember Forges caused the area to become somewhat run down. Making your way in, you can see some seedy-looking establishments, some kind of rough and tumble-looking bars, some unmarked storage units, former businesses, a Starbucks, until you come upon the building, which is Whistlin' Willie's Welding. Looking at the sign, which is a metal sign over the top of the main entrance, you see sort of like the Fallout Boy like a big blonde humanoid figure with a big thumbs up, and he's like winking. He's got big red rosy cheeks, which have been kind of faded due to sun damage on a big, somewhat rusted metal sign.
Perfect.
That's not the Fall Out Boy I was thinking of.
No,
I know. At first, I also pictured the other one, and I was like, this
yes,
isn't computing.
Patrick.
I, I knew it right away. Don't
Yes.
worry.
No.
Yeah, which one and how emo?
Fallout the video game.
I got it. I just thought the
Blonde
other
boy.
was a funnier visual.
Making your way a little bit closer, you can see a large fence surrounds this building, which is fairly large in comparison to its neighbors. The fence stands about 6 feet high. The ceiling of the building looks to be about 50, 60 feet tall. Large piles of long since rusted metal sit neatly in piles outside the building. The building itself is partially consumed by a hardy-looking vine growth with dull orange flowers dotting the brown-green growth. The large sliding doors, which would have been the main importation entrance, seems to have been chained shut, you can see from the street. 3 windows along the top of the wall on the longer sides, and only one sits on the shorter edges. It is a large rectangular building, I should mention. A front door, that looks to be the customer entrance, sits with several stacks of sheet metal sitting nearby, also rusted. And the back looks to have been thoroughly overgrown by the vines, though the corner of a doorway can be made out through those vines.
How high up are the windows?
The windows sit near the top, so about 40 feet,
That's
45
great.
feet.
Oh wait, never mind.
What?
It'll let the sun in, not people.
I was gonna say based on what you said anyway. Then 40 feet is like a lot.
I'm gonna jump up the window, up
Jesus.
into the window.
You gotta
40
get
you have to
get
jump
past a
40
6-foot
feet?
fence first.
I jump over that too.
Go ahead, make an athletics check.
What's the DC 40?
Almost, not quite though.
Were we told the condition? Like, are there going to be people here or anything like that?
Trey told you to check it out because they believe that's where some of the activity for the movements of Arcos Bouchard are going on.
Gotcha.
They did say that Hildy Winterglyph has been known to check in on this building.
Okay.
But overall, it seemed like it would be a lower, or a less filled building
Gotcha.
than you would expect. Or not than you would expect, just a holding house of some kind.
Okay. Cool.
So it's like a privacy fence, or is it like chain link?
It's thick wooden boards,
Okay.
and they're sort of like staggered, kind of like a pallet fence. So outside it's a big thick board, and then inside, outside, inside, with beams running
Okay.
along the top and the
So
bottom.
it'd be pretty obvious if there was like a hole in the fence or something like that.
Yeah,
Can I look for one?
sure. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay. I was having a little burping ingestion.
Oh my god.
Is that investigation?
Mm-hmm.
That would be 16.
16. Looking along the fence, you can see that there's not like a blatant hole in it, but you do find a few loose boards near the rear entrance.
I jiggle the loose board stealthily.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Ka-dunk-dunk-dunk.
King, clang, bong, blonk.
19.
19, yeah.
Sorry, that was just me
You
taking a
pull
step.
it aside and just very dully you hear the scraping of wood on wood. But you can see that there is, if you slide one of these boards aside, you can push the other one on the inside through as well to get through the fence.
Alright. Rolling.
Mm-hmm.
And I point to it, and then I want to step through, but I kind of want to peek around before stepping through.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check as you poke your head through the fence.
The others haven't arrived yet, right?
9.
They will be arriving very shortly.
Okay.
9, it looks like it's just sort of abandoned piles of sheet metal.
Okay. I'm gonna step through then.
Okay.
I'm gonna to say we should probably wait for the rest of our party.
It's a junkyard dog. He's all mad.
Mm-hmm.
Junkyard dog, what you mad about?
It's junk.
Not enough junk.
I hate my job.
If you want to hunker down in there and see if you can't just watch for anyone, I'll wait out here and send the rest of our companions through.
I will just kind of stand guard here and observe.
Very well. I'll try to put myself on a some road intersection that gives me a decent amount of vision of the rest of the surrounding roads.
All right. Are you looking to be positioned where you can see more of the front of the building or more of the back where Aurora is?
I'd like to be able to watch the fence that Aurora went through.
Okay.
The side of the fence that she went through, but also so that's on the back. We would have arrived at the front.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'd
Yes. Hypothetically, here's the building. Aurora is here. This would be like the road you guys came in on this away.
Okay. I'd like to put myself on that corner.
This one?
Opposite. Sorry. Down from that one. There.
Okay, this
Yeah.
one here. All right.
Yeah, so I can theoretically see both that
and they
line.
arrive and Aurora. at the
Right,
same
yeah.
time. Okay. 5 minutes past. Go ahead and make a perception check, Roland.
Am I in direct sunlight?
It's cloudy, so no.
Thank you, John.
All right, Edward Cullen, calm down.
I mean, it's
Cloud burns a thing.
necessary.
17.
17? All right.
I'm
yeah.
following the rules.
5 minutes later,
Edward Cullen.
somewhat not
No, I'm
stealthily,
the sparkly
you
one.
sort of hear the vague sound of arguing coming down the road, and eventually you can see your three compatriots flipping a map and shouting at each other.
I'll message Fenric. We have a way in down here. To your right.
That just happens in your mind.
Oh, it does?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, that's sad.
Hey, Aurora.
Sorry.
Shiny!
Like I had some giveaways.
Yep.
I love that song.
Same. Favorite character ever.
Shiny.
So good.
You can't hide from me. Oh, you can. You keep surprising me.
Just pick an eye.
That's a great line.
But yes, you hear Roland's message inside your brain. You can.
Every time.
Quietly. Oh my.
You have Roland. Sorry. I couldn't even say it.
What?
I said you have Roland inside of you.
He's been inside you too.
That's the main ship of
Slash
this blog is
fiction.
Roland Fenric.
Oh no!
It's the main slash fic of this campaign.
Yeah, for real.
Sounds about right.
Fenric's ex everybody.
Mainly Fenric and Roland.
Fenric slash. That's what the slash is for.
Yeah.
I suppose. I
That's
guess.
what it means.
I get it.
Do you?
Yes.
It took me a very long time, don't worry.
I guess I didn't. I don't think I've.
I like
I don't think I've
slash,
said
slash.
slash like out loud like that. Actually, let's be real. I don't read fanfic or slash fic. So
You're
there's
missing
that.
out on so much.
You gotta start sending me the good stuff.
Oh no!
Why do you guys care about fiction from a 1980s guitarist?
Oh my god.
I mean,
Yes, Guns N' Roses is good. We get it.
Oh, wait, no, I have read some slash fiction then.
We get really far off track.
We did. That was That was a journey.
Rick, voice in your head. What do you do?
That's why we're 15 minutes behind.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
not my fault.
I relay that. No, the three of us are later than the three of them.
Yes.
Also that.
Wow, guilty conscience.
No.
Conscience.
Oh man. I relay that information and I try to find the hole or the board.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
It's not a dexterity check.
No.
Oh, perception check. That's
Does
a
not
dirty
take any
20.
dexterity to do
Glancing
this.
gently to your
Right, it is a
right,
perception check.
you see Roland going.
Yeah, just. I walk that way.
All right.
We really are just
As
a
you make your
train
way to the
wreck.
back, Aurora has found a way through the fence.
Hey, that was like the most tame thing that Fenric's done.
True.
I literally just walked.
And you're all through the fence.
Yeah, I snuck through the fence.
We all went through the
I
fence.
squeezed.
Monty Python God Hand scooped you all up and pushed you through the fence.
Sorry, we're supposed to make a check to go through the fence?
Nope.
Okay.
Just a hole in a fence.
Okay.
It's a hole in a fence.
Kismet was too busy eating bread to really care about it.
You closed
How's
your
your-
eyes, taking a bite of bread, and you opened them, and you were inside of
Yep. Yep.
It's magic bread.
it. Before you, you can see the vines sprawling up the sides of this building. A door somewhat partially covered by them. Around to the right, you see another entryway, which seems to be a bit more well-trod path. There was what looked to be a healthy lawn here at one point, but the grass has all gone somewhat brown and dried out. But you can see a walkway into the doorway.
I had a moment there where I was like, "Oh, I'll just cast levitate on." Oh, I don't have that anymore.
Womp womp.
Is that a different character?
That was level 10 rolling.
I was rolling from a long time ago.
You know when I had spectral helms.
Yeah, you know, we've been reflecting on this a lot when we were level 10.
Don't worry, I'm still reflective.
Yeah, I feel better
Got
than I
nothing.
did then. So
Yeah,
that's
it's
a
true.
plus. Like, I feel nice.
Did you change your diet?
Yeah, I started.
Oh, you were a year.
I'm gonna.
You're a
move up
year
to the
older
wall.
now
Yeah,
and dying.
yeah.
We
We're
should
all
probably
dying.
Be quiet.
Why?
We're all
I
dying.
sent
No,
Root.
let's
Is there a
not.
window up above? But I sent Root off to like look through the window.
Go ahead and make a perception check for Rubton.
All right.
Come on, Mario.
UAV on standby.
19. Wait, no, actually, it might be 20 total.
Oh,
skills.
Yeah, Rookton, you got skills.
Yeah, it's 20, baby.
Look at
20?
those special eyes.
Looking in through the window, Rubton sees a very large room. The main floor of this building seems to go all the way up to the ceiling in a warehousey fashion. You can see what looks to be workstations spread out through this building, 4 by 15 in their raised benches going throughout. Varying heights to accommodate the varying denizens of the city. A wheeled set of flat carts sits near the sliding doors near the front, which also has a desk next to it, which must have been the foreman's desk at some point. At the head of the assembly. The center of the room, which the workstations sort of encompass, has a large rectangular indentation with a series of levers nearby. The large square itself is about 10 by 20 feet in its dimensions. And the general layout of the building seems to be fairly dusty.
Okay. Well,
The layout is dusty.
Yes.
I don't see any.
That's a very
anyone
specific
in
architecture.
Mm-hmm.
Architectural term.
Doesn't seem like there's anything going on. It
Cool.
just looks like the inside of a factory.
I've always wanted to do this. I want to like grab the ivy and just like rip it off the door. Like, wah!
Alright, as you grab onto the ivy, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm surprised
Good one,
Fenric didn't
Kismet.
grab it first.
Yeah.
This is like me.
I
14.
think maybe
Pour the
Fenric
water.
is
not
learning.
save.
Maybe this is character development.
Maybe.
Take 5 points of poison damage as you grab onto the vines. and
Ow!
Spikes stick into your
Do I
palms.
pull it off though?
Go ahead and make a strength check. At the same time. Commit to the bit.
Ooh.
Nat 20!
Oh my goodness!
Like a fucking like those like battle ropes, because it just and like rips the vines to the side,
And then I toss them and then I look at my hands like,
which are like you can see just they're dotted with these like cuts, which are like deep red in their indentation. And you can see like kind of a pale green fluid kind of
Uh-huh.
oozing out of your hands.
I'm like, anyone can fix this?
Yeah, I heal you.
Thank you.
Heal you the exact amount of hit points you have.
Thank you.
You
I'm
good?
gonna make a medicine check to
Yeah.
see how hurt she is.
They have a boo boo.
Okay. I'm gonna say roughly half of what I can do, so I'll give you 5 HP.
Thank you.
No problem.
Alright, before you stand.
Actually, wait. How does that happen? If I try to heal someone with lay on hands, that's more than they can do. That's more than their. If they're at 9 and if they're at 5 damage, and I try to heal them for 10. Does 5 of it just stay in my pool?
Nope, 5 of it just. It's like if you
Fantastic.
are like at down 2 hit points and you take a healing potion, you just roll it out and heal the max.
Fantastic.
Rolling
Just
down.
was curious.
Yeah.
We going in the front door, or are we trying to...
I
Scale
just
the
got
wall.
this door for us.
I
It's gonna
guess
be
you are
loud.
more of a backdoor person, aren't you, Roland?
Oh my god!
He's a what?
Because he's a sneaky boy. What are you laughing at? Guys, I don't get it.
Yes, you do. You know what you're doing, I say as I grab the door.
As you grab the doorknob, it is locked.
It's locked.
Nope, it's locked.
Mage hand. I want to try and unlock the door.
Right, where are people standing as you're doing this?
I'm right in front of this goddamn door.
I am behind everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm standing
Get
near
out of
the
the way.
door as I just ripped the vines off the door.
Alright.
I turned around because I'm giggling.
We are he's part of each column.
Alright, go ahead and make a Thieves' Tools check. Roland,
So
with
it's-
Mage Hand.
Dex plus...
Proficiency.
Proficiency, okay, cool.
I go, got him, Virio.
12.
12. You all see the locks sort of float forward and one of your picks breaks.
Good.
I need Virio and Kismet to make a dexterity saving
Damn
throw.
it.
Ugh.
I really didn't think this was going to bite me in the ass.
Where is Archie in all this?
Nat 20. Dab.
All right.
Dab.
I'm just waiting for the door to open.
Okay.
Just off to the side.
17.
17. All right. You both dip out of the way as some like rusted hooks sort of jab up from the sand on the side. You both are able to like backstep real quick and not take any damage.
This door does not like me.
Well, clearly they're trying to hide something.
Yeah, clearly. Does it reset?
Yes.
Ooh.
Someone
Yeah,
put
they-
some heavy shit on top of that.
Chip up forward, then you can see them slowly
I
back
think
down
we
into the
have
sand.
anything heavy enough.
I think people probably know we're here at this point.
Who
I mean, not unless the thing
has an alarm?
Was it loud?
Do they have ADT?
That's a funny
Loungish.
question.
It made a good
Oh.
solid when it came to the
Metal
apex.
funk.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I cast detect
what was
magic.
All right. As you pop off detect magic, the doorway does not seem to have any magic on it.
All right, no alarm. We're
The
fine.
vines themselves seem to have like a very dim magical essence to them, but not like wah 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 wah.
Okay. I only
Not like
cared
dubstep
about the
magic?
trap having an alarm.
Uh huh.
Not
Was
like
it as loud
dubstep
as
magic?
this?
No, not dubstep magic. The forbidden magic.
How's that weird shaped can?
Give it a go. Not opening. Not real great.
Ooh.
Take cover.
All right,
Don't put it on the table.
everyone.
Oh.
Oh,
Everyone, I'm going to try and pry this door open. Is it like right in front of the door where the?
they chomped up like kind of staggered,
Okay.
where you were standing when if you had just turned the doorknob and opened the door.
All right. Well, I've got reach with my halberd.
All
I'm
right.
gonna put it in the door, and then I'm gonna like walk and push towards the wall to use it as a lever to pry the door open.
All right. Go ahead and make a strength check.
Do you want any help?
With prying, go ahead and do it with advantage.
Nice.
Because
I'm
you're using leverage.
I'm using a tool. Whoops. I'm
How
too
many
strong.
more picks do I have?
Oh my god!
Whoops. Nope, that one wasn't good.
Oh my goodness.
That one's better. With athletics or just strength or?
Yeah, either or.
Well, I mean, athletics is better, my dude. That is a 16.
All right, 16. With a 16, you press and pry, and like you kind of hear the door groaning under the strain. You can feel like the blade of your halberd bending a little bit, but eventually, poof, the door kicks open.
Voila!
And as you do that, the bits chomp up again real quick. But as you're 10 feet away, they do not
Nice.
catch you.
Nice.
And I would say
Nice.
8 more.
8 more.
Nice.
Cool. Wow.
I walk in the open door.
All right, stepping inside, you, based on Rubton's perception, you pretty much see the same layout. Bunch of workstations surrounding a large rectangular basin with some. It's down like 6 inches in the center of the room, with some levers nearby. But otherwise, it seems to just be all like workstations with some scrap metal next to them. Long since rusted, very dust covered.
I feel like nobody cares that we're here.
Rusty and dusty.
I'm going to investigate, look for something that is not dusty or rusted.
All right, sure. Go ahead and make a investigation check.
Is that an investigation? Okay.
Yeah, I'd like
that's
to
going to be a
do that as
20.
Okay. Go ahead, Roland as well. 20 total.
Yeah.
It's
All
10.
right. 10.
This die doesn't
You can, Archie, you can see leading from the customer entrance. You can see there are a few sets of fairly recent-looking footprints, which lead to the sets of levers, and then disappear.
Oh no, it's a puzzle.
Oh no. Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
No!
Can I also investigate the
Can I
levers?
just like eat my
Want
crossbow?
to go up to the levers? Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Chunk.
Who is this vengeful puzzle god?
D&D
Is this
puzzle
investigation?
god.
Yep.
24.
The levers are 2. One says up, one says down.
I know this one. The horse's name was Friday.
I don't get it.
There's nothing else? Like, is one of the levers dustier than the other one or anything? I rolled a 25 here.
24.
I believe they
24.
both look like they've accrued the same amount of use.
I'd like to,
Every time you go up, you have to come down.
for traps on those.
All right, go ahead and check for traps.
I would like to check for traps as well.
18.
Pull the
18.
lever, Crunk.
On the down lever, you can see that there is a modification has been made to the down lever, and based on what you know from traps, you can tell that
From trap school.
nearby something may go off if you use the down lever.
Is that like dubstep?
Trap?
Roland went to trap school.
It's the dubstep without the drop.
Oh god. Wait, is it dubstep just the drop anyway?
Yeah, but trap is like the build-up, and then it traps you into thinking it's going to happen, and then it doesn't.
Is that
Is
really
that
why it's
really
called?
why it's called
Yes!
Like the Lonely
Yes.
Island song, when will the bass drop?
That's what trap is.
that? Cool.
I
I'd like
never
to
knew.
disable that
It's not
trap.
anxiety.
All right, go ahead.
That's Dex and proficient, like same as these
Yeah,
tools.
same as
Okay.
these tools.
That is 17.
17. All right. You kind of reach down in with your thieves' tools, and there appears to be like a copper wire, which has been clamped onto something.
Okay.
You're able to loosen the clamp out and pull the copper wire off. And to one of the workstations nearby, you hear a something shuts down.
I'd like to go and check that out.
Okay.
So it's just like, what kind of workstation is it?
They're all about like waist height for varying races.
Okay.
And it looks to be like those who worked here would get in the metal, and they would either shape the metal or like use lightning magic of some kind to form what they were forming, and then they would get sent on their merry way.
Okay.
The desk where you heard it come from, go ahead and make an investigation check on it.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. There are some small piles of, again, very defunct metal, like useful metal, laying on it. This one, you see there's like a small column which is like look to be leaning up against one of the piles of metal on this desk. But as you get by, you can like smell like the smell of like electricity emitting off of metal a little bit. You can tell that maybe like a bolt of lightning or something would have zapped off this thing had the trap been set.
Okay. Cool.
I
Well,
would
this-
assume that the lever that was trapped is probably the one that we want to use.
Yeah, I would assume it's the correct one. It is. It's no longer trapped, so feel free to.
Headstrong, take you up.
What?
Aboard.
What?
Headstrong by traps.
Archie, you pull the
Continue.
lever?
Oh,
Are we all standing in like the vicinity of the lever
I don't know.
at this time?
Where are you standing when Archie pulls the
I'm
lever?
gonna do it.
I'm over by the workstations.
I'm
Alright.
next to the lever.
Alright.
Like, is there
I'm
a
also
visible
close.
platform?
I'm like close to
There's
the
the
lever.
large rectangular indentation in the center of the floor.
I'm
next to the
standing on
levers.
that.
Okay.
Everyone should come stand on this indentation.
What?
She's gonna cast an incantation.
Down.
Down, Trevor, down.
Alright, Archie, you pull the lever. Those of you who are on the platform
No.
begin to slowly see the platform lower. You hear the whirring of machinery beneath you, and the platform begins to descend.
Oh, God.
All right.
Okay.
Running over there.
I run and I jump onto the platform.
Alright.
How slow? Like a foot a second?
Like,
Okay, like an inch a second.
You guys are
Like
getting taller.
kind of slowly.
not very quickly.
Great.
Cool.
So we have time to go.
I sit down.
Alright.
I sit down on the edge and wait for my feet to be standing. And
So
then
you're like on the main part,
Yes.
just sitting, and then as it
yes.
You wanna know what's really
Perfect.
weird? I was gonna do the exact same thing.
Beautiful.
I only did it because Fenric's legs are like a foot
it
long.
wouldn't take long to get there.
So I would be like, oh, time to stand up.
Stunts! As the... Oh, wait for Aurora.
That was weird. That
Yeah,
was weird to hear you
sorry.
say that.
Keep talking.
Same Z's.
As the elevator descends, you can see the building goes from the metallic walls of the workstation above to a set of 4 stone walls, the same shape. Across to the far edge of the room, before you, you can see 4 black openings sitting against the far end of the room. These stand about 6 feet tall and are perfect uniformity across the very far edge of the room. With 3 metallic boxes sitting nearby. Along the walls, there are 4 workbenches. Sitting atop these benches, you see 4 golden mechs.
Golden what?
Mech.
Roll
Mechs.
for mech check.
Robots.
What's
A
a
big-
mech?
Mech.
Like a suit,
Mechatron.
a big suit you put
Robot.
on.
Oh,
Like
Autobots.
what we saw in
Roll
Quincy's
Yes.
Specifically,
Got it.
Quintorium.
specifically, a mech is not a robot because it requires a human to pilot it,
Yes.
or a being to pilot it.
Yes.
so it's like
It's a mech suit.
Gundam.
the big robots versus monsters.
Yeah,
Specifically.
you mean-
Yes.
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 That's like an
Yeah.
extreme mech situation.
Are these similar
Power
design?
I'm about to get to that.
Okay.
Yes.
The mechs
Yeah,
seem
I
to
was
have been
saying-
altered from the original design, which you witnessed in Quincy's workshop. The
These quirks.
lower bodies have been altered to have 4 legs, almost glowing a dull golden light. A grim expression rests on the face, or faces, as long blades adorn the right arm and huge crossbows adorn the left. The head, or heads, sit in a set of 3, looking out, giving the mech a 360-degree view, as well as a decorative series of chest plates, which sit beneath each face and come to a point on the 4-legged hip joint. The heads all bow very low, seem to be in rest mode. A series of tubes and wires run from the center of the mechanisms within the chest chassis of the figures to a secondary set of figures who are attached to the mechs on the benches. Bound across the forehead, chest, waist, and knees, you see 4 figures, 2 dwarves, an elf, and a human. A bright green fluid bubbles within the tubes between the mech and the humanoid victims, and the occasional crack of electricity zaps on the copper wires running from the devices connecting the heads of the victims to the inner chassis of the mechs. A few of the benches closer to where the platform descends look to be holding jars with brain segments floating in a brackish silvery green fluid, along with several iterations of what looks to be the evolution of the bolts you have found in the necks of the Illithids at the Stonejumper Mansion. The platform descends down, stops moving, and you have arrived in the basement.
Do I recognize any of the people?
Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
I'm looking as well.
18.
18 and 10. Fenric, no. Kismet, you do not get a recollection of anyone that you know, but you do see that the male dwarf bears a distinct similarity to Tyrig Stonejumper.
Oh
Like that it is Tyreek's Stonejumper, or it looks like him?
It looks like a younger version of Tyrig Stonejumper.
no! Remember Billy's? What's the kid's name?
Billy.
Billy's dad.
Yeah, Billy's dad.
Oh, Billy's
disappeared.
dad!
Oh, Billy's dad.
You just said that. I'm sorry. That was me also reiterating that it
We're
was.
all just saying
Billy's
dad.
dad.
Billy's dad! He's got a name tag that says Billy's dad.
Billy's dad. Billy's dad.
How far away is it?
Looking across from the platform where you descended, it is about maybe 50 feet to the first bench.
Where, you said that they have wires connecting them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, are they at my height?
You would be able.
Do
There
they
are
go
benches
up, do
and
they go
steps.
up and over, or they connect and go across?
The figures are laid prone on the bench, and then there's a device across the forehead where the wires and the tubes begin to go up into the.
How thick are the wires? The main wire.
The wires are just sort of your standard copper wiring, and the tubes are yay big.
Okay. I would like to run over and try to
Disconnect.
disconnect Billy's dad from the mech.
I point out, by the way, to everyone that it looks like this could potentially be Billy's dad.
Billy's dad.
Billy's dad!
Billy's dad.
Oh yes, Billy's dad. He had disappeared. We learned that at one point.
I found him.
Are you like explaining that to me personally or something?
I don't know. I was looking right at you.
You
though.
were. It's kind of creepy.
That happens sometimes.
Billy's dad.
Usually that happens when you guys do something stupid and Becca just stares at me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because
Wait, who does stuff
split the
stupid?
difference.
It's
Who does stuff
because we're all kind
stupid?
of trying to face John, and so it just kind of works.
Yeah, it's the cross section.
I-
So Fenric charges forward with sword drawn. Is anyone doing anything?
I want to like grab him by the shoulder with mage hand if possible, and just kind of like wait up.
All right,
I want to think this through.
go ahead and just make a general roll plus your magic
Did you use your
ability.
mage
See if you
hand?
can grab him with mage hand.
Did you use your mage hand because you didn't want to touch him, or because you were too far away from him?
The latter and
Yeah.
a little bit the former, and I rolled a 1.
Okay.
Yeah, you just completely misses. Fenric, you are charging
The
forward.
wires and tubes, where do they go into the mechs?
They go up over the mechs are sort of situated where it's they're folded open, kind of like a flower, and the
Like a
tubes
clam,
seem
I'm
to
picturing.
and the tubes run up into the inside chassis of the chest pieces.
And the tubes are connected to the
People.
The people on the bench
Where-
through their brains.
through their brains.
Yes, it's a device around the head.
Is it? Can we actually tell? Is it like a crown, or it like the wires go in?
Yeah.
As the metal band is around the head, you can make an investigation check if you've arrived there. Or are you just slashing?
Have I arrived there?
You have arrived.
Okay. I wanna look real quick.
Arriving, Houston. Houston arriving.
Fenric, hold.
7.
You know what? You all motherfuckers had plenty of time to say something.
No, I'm also
No, I
walking
trust
over
you.
and looking.
We're all too-
I want to look in the brains.
We were all
I want
too
to look
busy.
to see if the tubes are in the brains.
We were all too busy
Okay.
saying Billy's dad.
All right. Are you going to a different figure than the one Fenric is going to?
Is he going to Billy's dad? Or the one we think might be Billy's
I
dad?
believe so.
How many
yes.
times in a night can we say Billy's dad?
I'm gonna go to one that is
Someone
not
please start counting.
Billy's
go
dad. What were the other? There was a dwarf and
It was 2 dwarves, both on the left side, and then it was a human and an elf on the right.
I'm gonna look at the human.
So it was Billy's dad. Earl,
Investigation?
Hako, and
Yep.
Magnus.
I did really good. I got
Malcolm always
24.
walk in.
24. They are very much plugged into the skulls of these people.
Fenric, don't cut anything.
All right, now Fenric is there with his sword, so I'm going to have you two both roll initiative real quick to see if you're able to tell him that before he swings his sword.
Yeah.
Okay.
17.
15.
Dang it.
So you say it as he swings his blade. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
If you kill Billy's dad,
God.
Now you're rolling good, eh?
No. 11.
11 is enough to hit.
Oh, dang it.
Just a set of wires. You swing your blade down. Go ahead and roll out damage.
Well,
I wanted to
Kill
go
Billy's dad.
look over at the workbench, by the way.
Okay.
9.
9. You
Jesus.
snap through about half of the wires and the cables and stuff. The dwarvish figure convulses, and you hear a and this black green fluid pours out of the mouth, and they do not move.
Okay.
You killed Billy's dad!
To be fair,
I'd
it
like to
didn't.
cast Spare the Dying.
Oh
Oh
God.
no.
Oh.
Stabilize.
Aurora, help!
Go ahead and highs or lows, Archie.
Oh, boy.
Highs. Because it's a higher power that I am praying to.
All right, the figure seems to stabilize.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
It doesn't seem like there's a high chance of them surviving this at all.
I would like to make a medicine check on the tubes and see what I can't figure out as far as that situation.
All right, we'll check on that in just a sec. Aurora was checking out the brains in the jars.
no, I was looking at the tubes.
Oh, that's
if
right.
the
You
tubes
checked to
were
see if it was
connected
connected.
to
All right,
the
what you
brains.
did. In Kismet, you were checking what?
The workbenches.
The workbenches with the people? Okay, sure. Go ahead and roll that out. What are you looking for specifically?
What? If there are notes and things as to what is going on.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Oh no. Oh no. 7.
7.
Something.
Science!
I'm like, anyone smarter want to come read some notes?
Yeah, sure.
I'm like,
Fenric perks up and I goes, no, just kidding.
I look at the notes.
All right, go ahead and make an investigation check.
0.
Oh my
Notes?
gosh.
What the fuck is this kid talking about? Notes.
I pick up the papers and I do this with them.
Flip them upside down.
And I was like, just like the map. And I throw
Can
them.
I want to walk over and then also look at the notes.
All right, Aurora, you're making way over. Archie, go ahead and roll your
Is
medicine
this
check.
intelligence?
Investigation.
Investigation. All right, 20.
Jesus.
I take off my sunglasses and I'm like, oh, this is way better.
All right.
I can actually see in here.
Looking at some of the notes, though scattered, you do find that there is a fragment or two involving the hosts being what you might call uploaded into these mechs to be the pilots of them. And something about the master control. And then you find a bit, they are fairly scattered notes as you're looking through them. It's yes, both with and without Virio's help. They are
Wait,
somewhat scattered
did Virio actually organize them accidentally?
As
As
he
a-
scattered them, they fell into
The
place.
key to the puzzle is you do also find a segment which reads that the hosts being uploaded require 2 bolts as opposed to 1. And then, easily enough, glancing down, you would see that all of the victims on benches have 2 bolts embedded in the backs of their skulls.
Do you share this with us?
Yes. I will share this with everybody.
Does that mean there's an illithid mech out there?
Potentially.
It's potential, but clearly there was one that had been killed.
Do you think if we power this one up, it'll be Billy's dad?
Maybe, or half Billy's dad since we cut the cord.
Half the cord.
So I don't think there's an illithid mech out there. And follow me on this. I don't think Tyrig knows that his son and daughter-in-law
Are here.
are here. I don't.
Are here and essentially dead.
Yeah, I think he probably just was like, "Oh, you want me to create these bolt things? Sure."
Make a cool device.
But he didn't know the complications.
So the question is, do we have intention of saving these people, or do we just...
Is there a
cut our
chance we can
losses?
save them?
think
We
if
should
there is a
probably try
chance-
to.
We should try.
That'll bring us to Archie's medicine check.
19.
19.
Sitting on that one.
And what specifically were like you were looking to see how they were working?
I
As best you
assume
can
that there
glean.
is some sort of medicine related to plugging tubes and wires into brains, and I would like to see if there is any way to unplug without death.
It was called the 1800s, and they were bad at it. With a 19,
Oh, you got a cold, you're dead.
you would be able to figure out just looking over these bodies and seeing the mechanisms themselves seem to be fairly well embedded in the skulls of these people. It could possibly be done, but it would be under very controlled circumstances, probably beyond your ability right now.
Listen, I got a +5 to medicine. There's one thing I can do, it's medicine. I don't know why
I'm
or
just-
how
I'm
I
just,
ended up with a
like,
+5 to medicine.
You're walking down the street and you see somebody's been shot a couple of times. You're like, I know how to fix this, but you don't have the tools with you to do so.
Do we
It's basically
know,
what this kind of boils down to.
Do we know any doctors or anyone who would...
I'm a doctor. I am a doctor.
I
Do
pull
we
out.
know any medical professionals?
I have a doctorate in
No.
homeopathic medicine. You have a doctorate in baloney.
You pull out.
I pull out my sword, which has been named Controlled Circumstances.
Scribble, scribble, scribble.
He said under controlled circumstances it would work.
Oh, I would...
Sharpie,
And
like.
you hold it above them and say, okay, go.
I would like to do a medicine check, probably.
With a sword.
with under controlled circumstances.
Surgery!
Basically, I want to see if chopping the thing the rest of the way would have him wake up or die.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean,
I medicine check for that one, buddy.
13.
Seems dicey.
Ah.
Archie, did you share with us that?
Yes.
Okay. So I want to make a quick investigation check
Okay.
as to whether or not the mechs seem to be prototypes and or weapons of mass destruction
All
to
right.
cause lots of chaos and kill lots of people.
Okay.
Roll a 1. Yes.
It's got a big sword and a big gun, so
Inclusive
maybe.
or.
17.
What's a gun?
They seem to be built more so for a sentinel type position versus a war machine.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
They
Guard.
guard.
Okay,
Um,
thank
they
you.
seem to be built to observe in a 360-degree view and protect or attack, defend, what have you, in a 360-degree viewpoint, as opposed to a siege machine that you just sort of point and kill with.
He protect. He attack. But more importantly,
He a
he a
snack.
mech.
That was better.
I thought, yes.
What was yours?
He a snack.
Yeah.
That was a good one too. I couldn't hear what yours was at the same time.
Do you share that?
Kind of. Yes. Before I share that, can I find any evidence anywhere that these people volunteered for this?
That's the sound of volunteering.
I took my chance. And it works.
You can make an investigation check.
He has a bracelet on.
Can I see if any of them look familiar?
Sure.
That's an 11.
She finds a stack of waiver forms.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's what I would look for. Is like waivers.
Does not look like it.
Okay. Hey, can anyone figure out if this was a volunteer program, like super soldier program?
I'm going to
I
make
ask.
a very strong assumption that it is not, since we
Does not
are
seem to be.
who
They
we
are
are
banded
dealing
down.
I'm
with.
gonna make a strong
metal
agree with
bars.
that assumption.
Is that
Okay.
investigation?
Yeah.
12.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Billy's dad,
Do they have clothes on?
Hmm?
Okay.
Wow!
No, that's a good question.
I was just trying to picture, like, I'm trying to form a picture in my mind.
Trying
and
to
I needed
picture
to
nude dwarves.
know. No,
like,
I was trying
oh.
to picture if they were floating around in, like, naked jelly or if they were, like, wearing, like...
They're like strapped to workbenches.
They're floating in clothing
But
jelly.
Is it like an Austin Powers unfreezing process workbench where it's like just like covering the
Like
crotch?
a metallic bench itself, and then it's like metal bands like that have folded up over the top.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
yeah. So it's just covering the naughty bits.
Yeah.
They're naked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, this is an adventure, but it's a PG
So good.
adventure. No, it isn't.
There's nothing about our
you
game
kidding
that's...
me?
So that means we have advantage on our.
I like donuts. That's pretty PG.
Yeah.
They're gonna have disadvantage on initiative rolls because they're gonna have to go to the bathroom
Yeah.
when they're done.
And they're restrained, so.
Yeah.
With my 19 on the things, were they like prototype machines?
With the 19. These seem to be, as near as you can tell, with, I mean, somewhat limited knowledge about mechs, seem to be ready to go, more or less.
But prototype as in these are the only 4 that exist. Like this was the room where they were created and they are not yet in production.
I would... Oh.
They seem to be finalized versions.
Mm-hmm.
If this is the facility where they would be mass produced, it does not seem to have happened as of yet.
Mm-hmm.
Are there spare parts lying around?
Yeah. There's a dead body in the corner.
Nice. I tear off its arms.
Magnus, is that you?
Nearby, somewhat nearby the spot where you guys came down, there were some what looked to be spare pieces laying around.
Good. Is there enough for a full mech?
No.
Is there another door out of here?
Nope.
So it's just, it goes down to this room.
And then there are the 4 large black holes in the back of the room.
So
That's
basically-
probably their exits.
I want to go inspect those.
Okay.
Is there any
Go ahead.
indication somewhere of like a loading bar as to how much is uploaded?
I'll just tell you outright no.
Okay.
Maybe about half for one of the
Everyone's
cases.
stuck at like 60%.
3 of them are like 60% green, then there was another one that's down to 30% with a red bar in between for some reason.
15.
Inexplicable.
You hear the sounds of open stone, possibly wind, possibly water.
I'm gonna float an idea by everyone. So, this doesn't seem good. Seems like potential for more destruction. Seems like these things need these 4 people to run, and that if we stopped it, they wouldn't run. Would you guys be opposed to me killing these people? Because they cannot be saved.
If you don't want to do it, I can.
I'm not opposed, but I don't want to do it.
Roland, stop.
I don't want to do it if it's not okay with everyone.
Would we be able to attempt to basically unplug
Save
them?
like we did the first one.
That didn't go well.
Yeah,
the first
let's
time.
not just hack it with a sword. Let's see about actually unplugging.
We also
the
don't.
tube.
We don't know if we have time.
They have tubes and wires in their brains.
I'm saying I don't want these people to die more than like it's obviously not natural, but if these machines happen, there's the potential for further unnatural death, and that can be prevented by what we can do.
So, I vote that we put them out of their misery.
And stop the machines in the process.
Yeah, I mean that too, but this is sad.
Yeah.
Look, if this is a place that this Winterglyph comes and checks on,
That's
anything-
fucking sick.
anything that might be a sentinel could easily be turned into a war machine.
They have giant sword and crossbow hands.
Exactly.
I can
So
tell
it's
you
really
that if you
worrisome.
can make farming equipment, you can make guns.
Thank you for your input, Aurora.
Virio is just imagining a crossbow that shoots pitchforks. Like, that's what Virio's
Oh
mind
my
is.
goodness! I'm picturing a hoe that shoots arrows. So that's not what that.
No.
Rude.
Viria looking at the sentinels. Frederick looking at Roland.
Alright, I'm gonna, because I was inspecting the human really closely, I am going
God damn it.
to
Wow.
attempt to take the tubes and wires out of their head
And see what happens.
and see what happens.
Right, are you just pulling it?
No, I want to see if it is like screwed in, or if it's like, I mean, I'm gonna be gentle in the sense that I want to take it out the way that it was put in,
Okay.
basically.
I would like to help.
Okay, go ahead and make.
Also, before we
Frederick
kill
assisting.
them, we should also probably try to destroy the machines if possible. Somehow. I
Absolutely.
don't want them to come to life in the middle of this and cause a big production.
I think it would actually be possibly wise if we, go through and destroy the mechs to see if there's something like the gyroscope in this working, so that way we can, possibly show it to Quincy if we ever happen to find her and, get some
Damn,
more information.
Only we had a device that could take pictures of what we see.
Yeah,
We
right?
could show to other people.
Well, the spell exists, but you can only take it from this angle.
I'm really good at those.
Cast
And the-
selfie.
And the somatic bit ends with cheese.
Selfie.
You're
Or we
duck
could just
facing
take
it
the
everywhere.
parts,
The spare parts that are hanging out.
Yeah,
We
We
could
could
also
fit one of these in your bag of holding.
I've got my box too.
I don't want a whole.
No, the
Functional.
box isn't big enough for it anyway. You could disassemble it and stick it in the box.
We can also take the notes.
Oh yeah, that's probably the best idea. Let's take the notes.
The written.
I start
All right.
gathering the notes.
the written pictures.
All right,
more or less.
I'm gonna start working on my tubes and wires here. What kind of?
As you begin to do that, everyone go ahead and make a perception check for me.
I've gotten a box open and I'm just throwing the
Papers.
There's an 8, so nothing to write home about.
Oh, you put it down as a nat 20.
That's just how I roll my dice when I'm fighting you. Alright, it's rolling.
Oh no, nat 20.
Against Fenric.
Again? Oopsie.
21 perception.
Alright,
24.
okay.
17.
5.
Okay.
Oh my
15.
I was busy, right? So I didn't roll one. I didn't roll a perception check because I'm busy doing something else.
The look on your face was just
15
great,
plus. Of the 4 large black tubes across the room, someone's watching you from inside them.
You mean the exits?
The 4 large black stone holes.
Is it that weird ass
Measle?
gnomish thing? Yeah, measle.
Is that the first thing you went to as
Yes!
well? What the?
Goodness.
So
you
told me to
call you up then, did you?
There's one thing watching per hole, or
No.
there's one thing.
Something is watching you from those holes.
which
Oh.
hole?
The one on the far right.
Far right. Okay.
I
Yes.
have new special dark eyes.
Yes. What you do in Kismet, you have, well, you didn't
I-
make a perception check.
I did.
Oh, did you?
I got a 15.
Oh, yeah, you had the 15
I
on
didn't
the
make
nose,
the
that's right.
perception check because I'm
Yeah,
busy.
you and Archie and...
I made an executive decision
Did
to
not?
not make a perception
I
check,
did,
John.
but
Oh.
I think everyone except for
Aurora and Archie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see Trey Crestwind,
What a little creep!
and you see him standing there, and you see his wrists are clamped, and you see him fall forward into the room, and you see a figure step up behind him. A human woman, stark white hair, despite her somewhat youthful appearance. She steps out and looks around the room and says, "Well, Arcos was right. We do have a few mice in the cupboard, don't we?"
No.
I am going to take this exact moment to kill as many of the people as possible
All right.
with my daggers. Just like slit throat.
All right.
I'm so proud of you.
They're a bit far apart, so I could go ahead and make an attack roll for one of them, just see if you can.
I keep
They're
doing this.
prone, so you have advantage
I
on
like
the
that
person.
Shush, shush.
Have
Yeah,
a roll,
same.
but like no roll in it.
That's what you said. Advantage.
Yeah, they're prone, restrained.
Okay. Well, one is 15.
It's
Okay,
a bowl of
that's a hit.
holding.
How, am I doing all 4 or?
It's in this time frame, you can get one coup de grace.
Okay, there was one.
And they are dead. And she says, she looks down at Trey and she says, "Such a pity. He showed such promise." And then you see the front of her skull kind of convulse. And you see 4 tendrils rip out from behind her face. And they envelop Trey's skull. And you hear a... And she kicks him forward. And you see his head hit the ground. The back of his skull ripped open. The brain within removed.
Gross.
And that's where we'll take a break.
Cool.
Gross.
It's this.
Do they have any snacks? Do you have any brain snacks?
Got brain food.
They eat
Oh,
brains.
he was the snack.
Brain food.
Yes. Trey was the snack.
I
Oh,
see.
he was,
It was
though.
for.
So, Hildy Winterglyph, revealing herself to be partially illithid in some way, shape, or form, has stepped out of the tunnel and eaten the brain of Trey Crestwind.
Oh, that's right. I was hungry.
So,
Frightened and oddly aroused.
what do you all do?
I would like to hop in the empty machine.
Okay.
And assuming that goes well.
Go ahead and make an athletics check if you're climbing up it.
We're not in combat.
Not as of yet.
Okay.
I would like to smother my fear action.
That is a 14.
14. It's kind of awkward. You get about halfway up over the top of it. She looks in your general direction and raises an eyebrow. So?
The machine is alive?
No, Hildy.
Oh, okay.
Actually, yeah. For the mechs, is there like a pilot seat in those mechs?
No,
Okay.
they were up.
Oh, there's not?
Consciousness is
No.
much.
Okay. Then I do not
The
do that.
consciousness is conch.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I was checking.
I keep walking towards her.
So,
I'll take a few steps this way. Which
Where do
one is
we-
this?
Hmm?
Which one is this? Which person?
oh, that's the female dwarf.
Okay, cool.
So, where do we go from here, friends?
I
I think we can only go up from here. We're in the basement.
Oh, wait, hold on. No, I've got a snappy one-liner. We're not going anywhere, but you're going to hell. How's that? Anyone?
That was
No?
one of
Do
your
you
better
care to
one-liners.
explain
I like
what
it.
your experiment is?
Experiment. This is the finished product.
What do you mean? Product? As I slowly walk closer.
I believe that's plenty close, Mr. Tompkins. Dr. Tompkins.
How? I take my glasses and I
Mr.
throw them to the
Tompkins.
ground. How did you know?
Really?
Yeah.
Ethereal, hi!
That's amazing.
where you been?
Where'd that blind guy go?
What can I say besides
You're welcome.
you're welcome for the tide, the sun, the skies? No, these will be our stand against the oncoming destruction. These creatures, these sentinels, will keep the world away while Zadara survives.
Is she still?
Oh yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, she's talking through 3-foot long purple tentacles.
How does that actually sound? Is her mouth? Is her mouth moving behind there, or is just the tentacles are doing this and sound comes out?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Are you really percepting on how an illithid's mouth works?
Percepting.
Yes, that's a 10.
Even with a 10, you're hearing this voice inside your mind.
Okay.
Gross. I'm gonna use Firebolt to try to kill the person next to her.
She's inside me.
Alright, go ahead and roll an attack.
With a,
Not as funny.
Man, we really do get around.
that's a 22.
That is a hit.
Um,
It is ranged actually, and they're prone, so it's a disadvantage, sorry.
Oh, well, that is a 13.
Still a hit.
That's 7 fire damage of
Alright,
that person.
you see the firebolt crush into their body and begin to burn. Smell flesh burning.
Yep.
Don't worry about them, dear. They're gone. They're not going to harm you.
I'm gonna shoot the other ones.
Very well.
You're just allowed to keep going?
It's of no matter to me. You've all ignored the real threat.
That was an 11.
oh no.
It's a hit.
I'm I just yell, they're already uploaded. And then I activate my action to do the thing where I get wings and shit.
All right.
And then I charge.
All right, charge. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
That's not great.
Where am I?
Can I
fair on
use
initiative?
a? Can I activate my blade singing before initiative, or do I have to do that on my turn?
You would have had to do that before initiative kicked off.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to activate this before initiative kicked
Yep.
off, so I was like,
You pulled the trigger on it, so.
yes.
I didn't know.
Okay.
Good thing I did.
Oh, dang.
I'll go
Alright.
last. Let me know when this
I'll
kicks
go
off.
last.
Good luck. I might be last.
No, you're not.
I got 3 total.
You rolled better than that. Barely.
Ah, lame.
All right.
4 total.
We're doing great.
We're gonna fucking die. That's fine. I doubt
Okay,
you could
did anyone but me roll the double digits?
I rolled double digits.
20 or higher.
21.
Okay.
All right. There, good shit.
Hey, guess what? You can activate your blade singing.
That's true. All right. 15 or higher.
Oh no, not more talk, huh, there, Roland?
Nope. Nothing more.
10 to
all I got.
15.
11.
I'm like the worst person to go first.
You kind of are.
No.
Wow, rude.
It
It
5
could
to
be
10.
6.
8.
6. Man. It could be worse. Roland could go first.
Yeah.
0 to 5.
I mean, honestly, I'm kind of
4.
useless first.
3.
2.
Okay.
1. What?
What do you got?
No, I'm an 11. Sorry.
Oh, you're an
I
11.
already said that.
Yeah, I also
Quit
thought
confusing.
4
I
through
was just being
Oh,
a
yeah.
jerk.
That's one of those where you think the joke, because we're all thinking
Archie.
Yeah.
Then
that's
Virio.
Virio leads the charge and is like frozen in place.
Oh, stall my hip.
All right. Aurora, you are up first. Roland, you'll be the next player to go.
Can I move closer because I charge?
Sure, we can say you moved half your movement closer to them.
Nice.
Alright, I am going to... Oh, you said I'm first?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to activate Blade Singing
All right.
first. And then I am going to... Oh, shoot, how far away is she from me? I'm like all the way over here. So activate Blade Singing, and then I'm going to run up, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. I'm within 90 feet here, so we're good. Just was having a hard time. Telling. And then I am going to cast a spell. I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb
Okay.
at her. And I get to choose which kind of damage it is. So I'm going to choose acid damage.
All right.
How did it happen?
Okay.
Leg disabled.
And that's going to be, what do I add to it? 5? So definitely 24. Wow, I've been rolling a lot of 19s.
That is a hit.
Okay.
Let's hope.
3d8. This is my d8, right?
Yes.
Okay, you said that without even looking.
I saw her looking at it before.
Oh, okay.
So that would be 11 damage.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that should be it.
All right. Next up is Hildy Winterglyph. She is going to move up to Virio,
Bring it.
and her 4 mouth tentacles extend
Oh,
Ew.
God.
to attack you.
Oh,
Turns around.
Was the tongue really necessary? Yeah.
Turns around and bends over.
That one.
Nice.
They extend and just miss completely. You're able to dodge out of the way.
Gross.
Nice.
Gross.
Then as a bonus action, she just reaches into her jacket and presses a button.
Fuck.
And the mechs don't come to life. But the 3 small chests that were ignored pop open.
What?
What do you
And
mean the chests?
3 metal boxes. They were set in the description.
Yeah.
I don't.
And you see.
Yeah, but you didn't remind us.
Yeah, well.
The doggy.
You see 3 quadrupedal brains leap out.
What is it? I can't see these.
I believe it's
Are they just
quad- I believe
rocks
it's
glued on
quadrupedal.
mini stands?
They're just like chunks of foam that I glued onto mini stand. Yeah.
Okay.
Are those the holders for your fake teeth?
Oh, those chests? Yeah. Yeah, for my fangs.
I kind of thought you said fangs. For a second there, I thought you had dentures or something.
Very small. Just a few. And they will. Do, 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 do. All right.
They sing.
They will sing a song. They're the Piano Man.
We gonna die.
I like how they just sneak past Roland.
Oh, was it rolling right there? Oh, my bad. That one was. I'm going to move this out of the way so I can actually see. That was for the 4.
Shut up, Brian!
All right. Roland, the one in front of you, is going to make an attack with its
Crit.
claws first.
Go.
Crit, crit, crit.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Oh, close enough.
Alright, cool.
All right. So you will take only 4 points of slashing damage.
Well done.
And then Roland, I need you to answer a question for me.
Oh boy.
Do you have a brain?
Yes.
Cool. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
What if he said no? Like,
Yeah.
what if he did?
It's an 8.
An 8? All right.
Oh no.
This is bad,
That's how
guys.
you get eaten.
You take 10 more points of psychic damage.
Oh.
And then I roll 3d6. If this score exceeds your intelligence score, something happens.
Not good things.
What is your intelligence score, Roland?
16.
Oh, all right, you're okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh my god, wait, no.
Yeah, I know. It's.
I forgot I'm
It's
not
real bad.
playing that other
These
character.
are nasty boys.
It's real bad.
Well, I don't know that they do this. So.
No.
That will end their turn.
Ah, that looked scary.
Roland, you are up next.
And you have this
So
brain.
she pushed a
on
button
here.
and those things just,
The
the
chest sprang
chest
open.
opened up.
Yes.
So she's not controlling the brains with the
No, now they're
revolver.
just
She was
free.
just controlling the chest.
It's
Yep.
like Meet the Robinsons with all the robot hats.
Thank you.
Roland, you are up, followed by Kismet, then
It's a
Fenner.
very obscure
Okay.
reference, and I liked it.
Disengage in movement.
All right.
I'm gonna put Fairy Fire right here, so I need both of them to make a Dexterity saving throw.
All right. Dex save. She has advantage on saving throws against
Of course.
spells.
We don't know that.
That's a 22 for her.
Save.
And then the intellect devourer, 14.
Saves.
All right.
Oof. Rough.
Yeah. No, my DC is not high.
Oh, fuck, get smart.
Yeah.
We all should, for our sakes.
I thought we were talking about the Steve Carell movie.
Me too. I was gonna make a joke about the movie.
What movie?
It's called Get Smart.
What's it about?
Isn't it her? Is Tina Fey in him?
Steve Carell and Anne Hathaway.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's date night.
Oh God. Yes. Excuse
Also
me.
a good one.
Another gem.
That's my turn.
All right. Kismet, you are up, followed by Fenric.
Dear
I just
Lord.
launched all of my cards to the floor.
All right.
you.
That's your turn. Fenric, you are. My spell cards!
12 card pickup.
God.
I heard that.
Beautiful.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray.
Perfect.
That was it. That was me lighting the Scorching Ray.
It's like snake in a can, but fire.
Cracking open a hot one with the boys.
Yes.
Really, Strawberry Guava is really good.
It
Good job,
is.
Strawberry.
It is really good though.
Wait, give me a clean take of that once, Ryan.
That strawberry guava is really good. Great job, Clarberry.
Perfect.
Take 2 is alphabetical.
That'll be the intro.
Oh my
I
god.
might just grab me one of these.
You actually grabbed me one. I know I'm DMing, but it's combat.
Yeah, it's very, it's sweet. You know.
Oh my god, the one I didn't get was a nat 20 that was hidden under my... Anyway.
Womp womp.
Okay, I'm casting Scorching Ray, and I'm casting it. I watched the brain,
Mhm.
the one that attacked Roland, and I didn't like it.
Okay.
So
you.
I'm gonna shoot one each at one each of the brains.
All right, perfect. Fire away.
Oh my.
Fire
I knew
away,
it.
fire away.
I did it just silently.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is an 18, a 12, and 14.
All 3 hit.
Okay. Should I roll damage for each or just roll?
You can just roll one blanket
Okay.
damage. That's fine.
Oh, that is good.
Oh, shit.
Whoa!
Max damage.
11
Oh
fire damage
All right.
on each.
Very nice.
Nice.
Wow, all damage dealt to enemies has been 11.
Weird.
It's the new 4.
Yep. 4 is dead. 11's where it's at.
We'll take 11.
And then I'm going to use sorcery point to do quicken spell and
Alright.
cast mage armor on myself.
All right,
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So as your bolts of fire blast out, you all like can see the skin of the, not really skin even, just like the
Gray matter?
mucusy matter just charring on the outside as Kismet blasts the fire forward.
I said gross!
Nasty.
Fenric, you are up,
Um,
followed by Archie.
what did what's her nuts do to Viria?
No,
She
What attack?
She attempted to chomp forward with her
Okay,
tentacles.
with that actual one. I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna run forward and yell to everybody. Do we know what kind of creature she is? I'm serious. That's what I'm yelling.
I yell back, Elithid!
What?
Fenric, didn't you
Is
read
it sad
any
that I'm
books?
pretty sure I know
Yeah, I
what
know,
creature
right?
type?
Yeah.
Fenric, didn't you read any
If you're-
books?
If you're charging forward, you can make an intelligence check or a nature check, or
Is that my action?
it would if you're trying to discern this creature's biz. Yeah.
That's why I wanted to yell.
hmm I mean, if you wanted to wait to see if somebody knows on their turn, you can do that as well.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
You can hold actions, too.
Yeah. Oh no, that's okay. This one is touch anyway. Gotta read between the lines on that one. I'm gonna run over. Shoop to doop to doop.
It's almost like there's a benefit to like reading the entirety of your spell or something.
Well, I did read the entirety of my spell. The range is in the top right corner.
oh,
And
yeah.
This one's 30 feet. The other one's touch.
So
Gotcha.
it's overdoing
This one's also the
something.
bonus action. So I'm gonna throw a javelin
So Bowie
Alright.
is
at her. Yeah, at her. 19.
That is
That's
a
a
hit.
24.
Heck yeah.
Yep, that is a hit.
You're gonna have to go upstairs now.
6. Damn, I was almost a crit.
Yeah.
So close.
6 damage with my javelin.
All right. Okay.
And I'm gonna use my bonus action and cast Sanctuary on Virio.
Okay.
Beautiful.
What does that do again?
They have to make a wisdom check to attack you, I believe.
That any attack or harmful spell first make a wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
God.
So
Nice.
good.
All right. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Archie.
What do you want from me?
I'm just checking.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. Archie,
I
you're
would
up.
like
To range.
to walk up to Winter Glyph, bitch, and
You can
if I
get
can.
a little bit of the way there.
She totally is a winter bish, though. Am I right?
You got not quite there.
That's with just
Thank
your
you.
movement without dashing. You're still like 60, 70, 80 feet away.
Yeah, get more handsome. You can dash more.
Because he'd be more dashing.
Oh my.
No, it's because handsome people run faster.
I liked it.
Well, that kind of puts a wrench in the works. In which case, then, I would just like to cast Spiritual Weapon, then, right next to her.
Have a,
Yeah, it's like a
I've
60.
got a 60 feet.
range.
So you can go like there, I think is the closest.
Alright, so not quite there. Almost, but not quite.
Really?
Yeah, you're really far away.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, you're still, I think you're still 70 feet away.
Them's the breaks. Alright.
I'm bothered, and I will end my turn.
I'm bothered.
You could use your action to
Right,
dash.
to go over the top.
Oh, it doesn't fit in there.
I didn't know I had dash. Okay,
Your
do that.
It's just
goblin,
an action.
Goblin trait.
Oh, he
Yeah. no,
Was it
just,
disengage and hide? Or is it dash?
I thought it was dash and hide.
Hide is my whatever. Okay, if I can do that, will I get there?
You can get 30 more feet, so like
And
halfway.
then you could have bonus actioned spiritual weapon onto Hildy.
Yeah, we'll do that, and then just move the spiritual weapon there, and then
Alright.
I'll hit her.
Okay. Yeah.
Spiritual weapon.
Ooh, perfect.
What does it look like?
What did I say last time? I don't know. I like to change it up all the time.
It's been kind of like cartoonish Tom and Jerry gaffs.
Spider.
Is that an Acme crate
Yeah.
or a giant anvil?
Spatula!
Alright, it's a giant spatula. Alright, go ahead and roll the attack.
You know, even better, it's
19.
just
19
it's just
is
a
a hit.
spatula.
Yes.
Like it is
spatula sized.
floating spatula.
Just slap the bitch.
Weird innuendo or SpongeBob? I don't get it.
Both.
Yes. D8, that's right. Where'd it go? That is a 9 damage.
Very nice. Your spatula swings forward and you hear it crack against the side of her head. Archie hit something.
I hit some.
Yay!
What?
That never happened.
Alright, that will bring us to Virio.
Ah! I'm still yelling as it's like.
As everything's happened around you.
Yeah. And then I'm going to rage as my bonus action.
Just like,
Put another ringy on me. And then
Good luck with them
I'm
levels.
going to reckless attack.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that actually a sanctuary
No,
thing? Oh, okay.
it's blurred, but we don't have a sanctuary one.
Oh, that's why I was like, what does it say?
Yeah, you can't tell 'cause it's blurry.
Actually, let me check something
color
that I
actually is really
realized
hard
I
to read, though.
just forgot that I maybe can do before I rage.
Wow.
I actually couldn't read it when I pulled
Yep.
it out. I wasn't sure what it said when it said blurred, and I was like,
First
well, that's
combat
what they
post
have.
level up.
Nope, I lied. I'm just gonna rage. Okay, and then reckless attack.
Alright.
15,
Okay.
and then 19.
Alright, yep, that is a hit.
Sweet. And they take 7 plus 4. That's 11. Do you want me to like sparse out the damage? So okay. So,
You can, break it down for me.
okay. There's going to be God, what is that? There is 4 radiant damage,
Okay.
and then there is 11 slashing damage.
Okay.
So 15 total.
Alright, perfect. Anything else, Virio?
Yeah, I'm yelling no.
Alright. You stick your... They're wearing like a chest plate. Your halberd's able to like stick up under the ribs a little bit. And you pull it back and you can see some purple greenish matter come
Oh.
dripping out.
Gross.
Aurora, you are up next.
Wait, hold on. There's something I would like to do. I'm gonna fly. I'm still gonna stay in range, but I'm gonna fly up
Oh, okay.
since I can do that.
Yes.
I've got a box.
Yeah, I flap my cool necrotic-looking, just my raven wings that I got, I guess.
Clear box.
I got
Yeah.
Did you got one? Okay. Did you got one?
Did you got one?
Did you got one?
Did you?
Pull. Standing or that way?
Yeah, that's fine. Because I still need to be like within 5 feet, so I don't get an attack off. So,
Ah.
but just going up, so someone can go under.
So, if I were to cast a spell that had a 15-foot cube and he's up in the air, would it not hit him?
That would depend on the spell, but which spell is it?
Thunder Wave.
I believe that's just a.
It's just like from me. It originates from me and it's 15-foot cube.
Okay, yeah, I don't believe it goes 15 feet up in the air. If
No.
it has a height, normally the spell will say.
It says 15-foot cube.
Otherwise, I assume
But
it's
it
not
doesn't
less.
say anything.
3 dimensions.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
15 by 15 by 15.
Yeah.
It's like a
So,
cone.
are you at 15 feet up in the air?
Nope,
It's
he is
okay. You
10
can
feet.
still try and hit me. It's fine. I'm not gonna like be mad.
You could probably
Unless-
Move
Is that
closer.
is that a save? Is that a deck save?
I could move closer.
Yeah, you could like go to the side there.
Yeah, why don't I do that?
because if you get it so that it's
Yeah, one.
just on that side of it.
I'm gonna go right here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do thunder. I'm going to cast Thunder Wave, and because they are within 15 feet of each other, it's actually going to hit both of them.
Okay. And that's a save from them?
It is. I think it's a ranged attack spell for me, actually. Oh, no, wait, hold
Thunder
on.
Wave?
Nope, it's a Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
Wizards.
Gotta love them.
I did not read through my spells.
The Mind Flayer does not save, even
I'm
with
wondering.
advantage. What is your DC?
13.
Alright, the Intellect Devourer does save. But the Mind Flayer did not.
That's the girl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're gonna take. See, she's gonna take 2d8 damage,
Right?
and the creature is going to take half damage.
Okay.
Do they?
So that's 8 damage,
Alright.
And then
4 for the wee one.
4 for the wee one.
For the wee
Do they
one.
get pushed back as well?
If they don't save.
That's what I was just looking at.
has to be.
Push 10 feet away
If they don't save.
from me if they do not save.
Attacks of opera only if
They move
Yeah.
out of.
So,
Sure, I
Oh,
failed
so
save.
can't
Yep,
be
so
pulled
5, 10
and
yeah.
Yeah.
link her.
Yeah.
away
Yes.
from me. Okay. Unsecured objects are completely within the area are affected and pushed away as well.
Okay.
So the tentacles fly off her face.
It's a
It
mess.
also emits a thunderous boom audible out to 300 feet.
Whoa.
Ow.
Yeah, we're all like, thanks for that hearing damage.
What hearing damage?
Right.
What?
Is that it, Aurora?
How many? Oh shoot! I don't remember how many I moved this way.
I think it was
You
4.
moved 5.
So
You
got one
counted
down.
out loud.
5.
You can go back one.
So I can go back one. I'm just gonna go back one. Okay.
Alright.
And this is where we all die.
Alright. She is going to move
Yep.
1 minute.
Here.
Let's see.
Cool.
10 turns.
Virio,
No.
I'm aware.
Archie, and Fenric.
Oh shoot.
Please make for me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This
Make a
is
wisdom. I know it doesn't apply.
this is my wheelhouse. Let's go. That's completely seconds. 11.
5.
Okay. Archie?
18.
Alright, Archie, you save. So,
Is it a harmful spell or is it just a thing?
Mind control.
it is a
It's just like a Rachel
something I
feat
should've
basically.
it is a mind blast.
Ouchie.
That
So-
sounds. That sounds.
Virio and Fenric, you both take 21 points of psychic damage, and you are stunned.
I think we should run.
To where?
Yeah, exactly.
We took the world's slowest elevator down.
I cower
She did
behind
come
my
from a
shield and
black
take
hole.
half damage.
Nope.
What?
We could run through the black hole that she came from.
Two of our
I can
Compatriots are stunned.
fly.
Go back to the black hole you crawled out of.
I'll just fly out of here. See you, suckers.
All right, and then it is the intellect devourers.
Oh, my turn.
20. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. Not quite there. All right. That is it for them. Roland, you are up.
No one's within 5 feet of the illithid, correct?
Correct.
Yep.
Okay.
No one's within 5 feet of anyone, really.
I'm going to. What the heck? I'll take a sharpshooter shot at this.
All right.
That's not great. That is 7.
Nope. Arrow flings past and goes skidding across the stone floor.
Cool. I'm then going to take a healing potion because ow,
Fair enough.
that was like half my hit points.
All right. Anything else, Roland?
Nope.
All right. Kismet, you were up, followed by Fenric.
Okay.
Is this the same thing that we fought that one time? The Illithid with the Mind Flayer?
No.
I can't remember which tiers they're all on anymore.
The one I fought was kind of like a hybrid.
Okay. I was wondering if darkness would work.
Oh, that was a beholder / a beholder that had been
Mind
controlled by the mind flayers.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are the brains looking?
They're all looking pretty beat up, actually.
Gross. How is
God.
she looking?
Fine.
Yeah.
Well, a little beat up. Not bad, though.
Then it's okay.
It's not okay. It'll never be okay.
God.
I want to eat more poop. Let me down there.
That granola was incredible.
Granola encrusted chocolate.
God.
The crunch. The crunch.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Goes great with a Glaroon.
Oh my God. I'm trying to remember something. Sorry. We've seen the Arcos Bouchard guy.
Mm-hmm.
We saw.
Well,
We saw.
yeah, you saw what he looks like from
Yeah,
news. Yeah.
what he looks like. But we haven't heard him talk, right?
No.
God, fucking shit. Okay. Then I will just take another scorching ray at the 3 brain boys,
All right, roll it out.
That was a good claw breath.
and I'm going to move back. 1, 2,
You're supposed to say that was a good
3,
insert name
4,
here.
5, 6. I'm halfway around that table. It's 120 feet range, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 19,
Okay.
a 14,
Okay.
and then a 7.
All right, one of those does not hit.
It's probably the farthest one then.
That makes sense.
That is a very odd looking ogre.
You're an odd looking ogre.
And that one's only 6 fire damage this time.
Right. As you fire into the closest one right by Aurora, and it hits, you see the flame catch on it, and you just hear as the flesh just burns and chars away, and it is dead.
Great. Bye.
All right. And the second one, it looks pretty rough.
Sanctuary isn't concentration, right?
Oh, nope.
Oh, cool.
Okie dokie.
The other one is.
Fenric, you are up, followed by Archie.
Gonna run over this way and cast Bless on me, Archie, and Virio.
All right. Archie, Virio, and Fenric are blessed.
Too blessed to be stressed.
Beautiful.
Except we're very stressed.
Except we're extremely stressed.
Except for that is entirely untrue. Concentrating.
Are you going to do anything else, Fenric?
That is an action. That's a no.
All right.
God, look at my.
You sure?
cells.
Anyone know what the overall group is for this?
Nope.
Okay.
A lithid.
Yep.
Got him
Gross.
again.
In one.
Gross.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh yeah, I have protection against grossy boys.
Yes! That's what I want.
I'm no grossy boy.
You are!
I am a grossy woman.
Virio's got a lot going on.
All right, Archie, you are up next.
No kidding.
Followed by Virio.
Can I move? Well, I guess I'll. Is something in the way between my sight and hers? Like, can I see her?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
see her.
Okay, it
I'm-
looks like there's something there.
I
can't see what
am
it is.
flying in
Oh,
the
it's a
air.
bunch of rings on her. I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's on
It's
Virio.
on Virio.
I'm
Is
flying.
it
Virio's-
I can't even see her then.
Oh,
Okay.
she is right here, and you are right here. So you have a
Is
straight
that within
line.
120 feet?
Yes.
Oh,
Definitely.
Alright, then I would like to cast Guiding Bolts,
Okay. Fire away.
which is going to be a 23,
Yes.
and I can add a
Yes.
27 to
Yes.
hit.
Yes.
You sure? But he rolled a -4 in his D4.
Oh, Bing to the party. Interesting.
10, 15 damage.
All right. Your bolt
And
flies forward, and like
the
this
next-
dim candlelight
I guess-
arcs forward. And then you can make your bonus attack with your spiritual weapon. Yeah?
Yes, 20 feet range. Can it get reacher?
Yep. You were only 10 feet
Okay.
away, so you're good to go.
Then I will do that.
Your spiritual
that
weapon has
is
advantage. Oh yeah, I
that's-
guess your spiritual weapon's the one with the advantage.
Yeah?
That's yes, and that is a 15 to hit.
Exactly hits.
oh. It's the guiding bolt
Shoot
coming
is
in
at D8. 9 damage.
All right. She's looking pretty rough. As your spatula, you like blast a candlelight forward and then whunk with a spatula floating next to her. Anything else, Archie?
No, except I have finally figured out how to deal damage, and it's my last discussion.
Yeah. All right, Virio, you are up next, followed by Aurora.
Okay, I will fly.
Oh, wait. You're stunned.
Oh yeah, I'm stunned.
You can attempt to make a save at the end of your turn. That's right.
Who else was stunned?
You and Fenric were, so
So
blessed would not have happened, actually.
Oh shoot.
Yep, that's my bad. I forgot to mark that on you guys.
Wait, you can't be blessed if you're stunned?
Stun means just...
I cast Bless. So
Yeah.
it
Okay,
would,
so that one
wouldn't have
was
happened.
only
Oh.
23 to hit then,
Okay. Still a hit.
but and then
Oh wait,
So you get your
because I'm stunned, did I fall to the ground?
Oh, yeah, I suppose you would have. A stun condition is, yeah, you just stop moving.
I don't know. It's magical flight.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not-
true.
like-
It's not you consciously flapping.
Yeah.
Let me double check it.
I think my stuff was fine because what got me was the advantage I had from my own thing. So
Yeah, no, you were good.
Yeah.
just
Clerics
gotta figure
being
out if Furio's still
self-sustaining.
flying.
Literally. I get it. Sustaining, like healing.
Oh.
Yeah, it took a little bit there.
I gotcha.
Furio, were you flying above her?
Incapacitated, can't move, it can speak only blurred.
Well, that's normal.
I haven't started drinking yet.
I was talking about Virio, but I guess yeah.
You would automatically fail strength and dex saving throws, so I would assume that means you would sort of just
Yeah, I would
fall.
just say fall.
Alright, so...
Will you collapse?
Look at that.
Like if you were stunned, do you collapse to the ground? Because
Yeah.
it could be kind of that way, where it's just like a.
No, I don't think you collapse. You just are frozen. But since I was in the air, I fell.
Yeah, he would fall to the ground. 6 points of fall damage for you.
Oh no.
Shoot.
And you guys can make your intelligence saving throws to be unstunned.
16.
Okay, you are no longer stunned.
That's the end of my turn, right? So nothing happened.
Correct. Yep.
Fucking boom.
I need to check something.
Okay.
I was like, I guess I'll do this because I can't do anything. I don't know. I'll do nothing.
Virio, you're too blessed to be stressed.
No, he's not blessed anymore.
Just kidding.
You're too stunned.
He
to
was
be...
never blessed. That was a trick of the eye.
Gunned.
We'll go with that.
Fund.
I think my rage still continues because I'm taking damage.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did take damage, so
Okay.
that would stay on.
Is my fall damage halved because I'm raging? Is it bludgeoning?
Yeah,
Said
it's
you were
bludgeoning.
5 feet
Yeah.
up, right?
Yeah, 5 feet's not very far.
Yeah, that's like a me.
Yeah.
That's like a
Someone
hop.
hit you really hard with the earth for 6 damage.
Somebody
Okay.
just
Anyways, I'm gonna try and save
Atlas.
okay.
I like the mental image of that. Like,
Intelligence saving throw.
you're not hitting the ground. The ground is hitting you.
Think of it as a really big dodgeball.
And you failed.
8.
Nope, still stunned.
Oh,
All right, top of the order. Aurora, you are up.
Oh, there it is.
Is that what it is you said? You speak in like strained, sort of like.
You speak strained.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to I'm going to shoot another chromatic orb at the Illithid.
All right. Do it, coward.
Why you call me a coward?
I don't know.
Why are you doing that?
Just felt like it.
You guys are all my enemy right now. Sorry.
That would be
He's just getting a
a
character.
You were my brother.
14.
Flies past
Ow,
and connects
fart.
with the concrete behind.
Big ol' farty fart. And she's looking kind of rough. You
Let him
said?
beat up, yeah.
Okay.
Excuse you.
Farty fart fart.
Party for
Yeah, big ol' fart.
All right.
I can't do anything
Up
else.
next is the Illithid. Let's see if the old Mind Blast recharges. Damn it.
Nice.
Fine.
I'll just stay
I
frozen
was gonna
forever,
say,
though.
she'll just go up and attack you, Virio.
That's fine.
With her tentacles.
Her tentacles.
That's a Pokemon.
Wisdom save.
Oh, yep, wisdom save. Has advantage.
What?
A
Against
spell?
Any saving throw
Magical
against a
resistance.
spell. Natural 17 plus quite a bit.
Yes.
Okay. Then
What?
attacks with advantage.
I tried, but I didn't know enough.
Holy cow!
You lucky luck boy.
My AC's not very high.
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
It does not matter.
Nice.
That is
Damn
wonderful.
it!
It's amazing. I love it.
Man. It's got a +7 to hit, still no.
I kind of like this stack though. I just want to put more rings around Beer.
Everybody buff Virion.
Have him do all the work. We're just
I'm
gonna
a-
cast
He's
everything on
hula
you.
hooping.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm a frozen tank.
Yep.
That's it for them.
Hit me, you bitch!
How are you missing?
10, 15, 20. Oop, oop.
Imagine he got frozen like this.
Yeah. Or like,
Alright. Archie, one of the little brains skitters up to you
Oh boy.
and is
Hello.
going to attempt to attack at you with its skills. It's
That
cool.
seems excessive.
It's
I
cool
don't even know
brain
its name.
skills.
you know,
Motherfucker! Another nat 1.
Wow! Because you hit
That's
the
a
other
miss.
one. That one hit the 19.
I think you meant to say mother farter.
Mother, father.
That's its claw attack. Archie, go ahead and make an intelligence saving throw for its second action. Well, not second action. It's
It gets 2 actions, you cheater.
int save.
That is
That's probably-
14?
Okay, 14 saves.
Hell yeah.
You didn't add bless to that, did you?
No.
Okay.
Still does its
Could I?
3D
No.
thing.
Are you
No.
What's your intelligence score, Archie?
Just the score of 14. Hey, it's the same number.
Okay.
Nice.
This is a really easy
You rolled
fight.
13, didn't you?
Oh man, John, this is the easiest fight we've ever
This is
had.
supposed to be a hard encounter, but apparently not. All right, Roland, you're up next.
I am close to
Suddenly, 3 more brains pop out
Yeah.
of your
Yeah, right.
Roland,
That's
you're
fine.
up.
We'll just
Followed
hook you
by.
up to one of the robots, and you'll be fine.
I'm a robot man now.
I want her to
With my movement, I'm also going to draw a dagger in my offhand
All right.
because light weapons
Mm-hmm.
score. Sharpshooter shot at lady.
All right.
That is 12.
Flies past.
Dang it.
Clangs off the
Throwing-
robot behind you.
Okay, throwing the dagger at this guy.
All right.
Also sharpshooter because I can do that.
All right.
Nope. That's a 9.
Nope. Skitters across, kind of bumps into Virio's stunned feet.
Damn it. Okay. Kill.
Haha, it's not just me.
That's my turn.
This fight's gonna take forever.
This is. Wow, this is bad.
Kismet, you are up, followed by Fenric.
Sorry, I was watching puppies.
I mean, fair.
No, in game, just.
Kismet with Trezor. Trevor. Trezor.
Who's.
It's Trent Razor.
Just. Oh, motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Farter.
Please.
No, motherfucker.
Let's kill it.
Okay. Yeah, whatever. I'll just shoot. You said earlier she looks pretty rough, right?
She's looking pretty beat up, yeah.
Yeah. I'll shoot all 3 scorching rays at her.
All right, sweet.
What? Are you scorching ray?
Who wants to know?
That's 2 21s and nat 1.
2 of those hit.
Yeah.
Which two?
One of the 15. Wait, one of the 21s and a 1. I don't know. I got 15.
I rolled 2 16s and a 1.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 6 fire damage, so 12 fire damage.
Alrighty. You can smell the flesh searing as she screams out and her tendrils. Next up is Fenric.
I'm like, that's fucking right.
I heard that. Retcon. Basically, I did the same thing as last time.
I didn't come down the elevator.
I was never.
JK! LOL!
JKLO
Smiley
BRB.
face.
No, I'm gonna do the exact same thing that I did before that when I was stunned during.
Alright.
The 3 of us be blessed.
Alright.
No longer stressed.
Very
Still slightly
stressed.
stressed.
A little
That's
stressed.
all I'm
Alright.
perspective.
So you, Virio, and Archie,
Correct.
Okay.
Where the hell are the blesseds?
did you put them back in here?
Which. You had them.
I'm looking. I got it. Okay, continue. Oh, they're there.
Where?
Down below.
They were in
Cubby.
the thing.
I'm sorry, literally, you could have kept going. That's all I'm doing.
Okay,
I have
alright.
nothing else.
Alright, Archie, you are up, followed by Virio.
You're not gonna attack that thing?
Right.
That's
Is
my action.
Action
there
cast.
a brain next to me?
There
Yes.
is.
Right in
I
your
would
grill.
like to hit it with a stick.
Virio's disguised as a tube of tires.
A tube of multicolored tires.
Go ahead, Archie.
23 to hit.
That is a hit.
Whoa!
I'm
What
so
happened
glad
to you this week?
you realized that you needed to add the thing.
Add your bonuses
I realize
on.
I can add proficiencies.
Yeah?
I have been doing just base rolls this whole time. That's 7 damage.
7. You swing forward with your candlestick and just smash it into just gray, pink, green mush.
Goodbye, brain.
It is dead.
It's
And then
it's
foam.
squishy. I
she's
know.
still alive.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I would like to spiritual weapon the shit out
Smack.
of her. That's a nat 20 plus some whatever.
Yeah, that's a hit.
And
You smack her with a spatula.
that is. I forgot. That's a 7 damage.
7 you rolled?
4 plus 3.
Okay, so a 12 damage total then.
11.
Yes, 11.
Nah.
12 is cool too.
All
I
right.
don't want to get like tweet blasted that way. They're like, this
Yeah. We got a lot of people breaking down the podcast. We got a stat website.
Yeah, totally.
All right.
Sorry, that was the joke. It's fine. I'll be over here.
we don't.
Virio.
Apparently we do.
Save
because he can't do
with
math.
a +4. That's true.
Oh, that's an 18. I hit him with a crit.
You guys should have beaten the campaign like a month ago.
Aw,
I'm just so bad at math.
17.
That is a save.
That's a hit. Wait.
Is one of these the
Yeah.
icy
Stun is
sun?
yellow.
Yeah.
Oh no, one of our buffs. Wait a second.
Cool. The small cartoonish rubetins twirling around Virio's head disappear.
All right. Is that my turn?
Yeah, that's your
Cool.
turn.
I'm done.
All right.
Shake it off.
Virio, as you come to, something happens behind you through the large black tubes at the back of the room.
Wait.
What? Are the
The
tubes
ones
over?
that were here.
That's
It was the
not
big foam
behind
thing.
him.
That's
That's
in-
in front
Sorry,
of him.
in front of him, behind
God, math.
them.
Just general directions.
Shut up!
32 north.
John's just got a lot on his mind, guys. Come on.
You're not doing
Yeah,
math.
flare.
You're just yelling numbers.
And rolling
Win!
dice.
Fight! Dragon!
Suddenly, 20 brains come out.
A crossbow bolt is fired forward and hits her in the back. And you see Augie climb out of the sewer system. And then you hear something else. You don't see it. Those of you with special vision can see a hand climbing up whatever these things are. And you hear a voice say, "Fly, my pretties," as a swarm of 8 geese burst forward.
Oh my goodness!
And surround. Creature, I'm just going to make an en masse attack for those.
Holy fuck.
Nope. Geese.
No,
Still geese.
one goose.
Oh.
One crit
Oh.
goose.
That's an amazing goose.
2 crit geese! Yeah!
Holy close to like 2s.
That's 8 points of damage.
What the like the geese swarm is 2 of them just like
And you see climbing out behind Augie,
God.
Skull Paddle, who is a dwarf. They don't make turtle videos. And that will end their turn. Back to the top with Aurora.
Also when Augie appeared I thought you came back. You came home.
Came back. I came, well, not home.
Miss all the hard, dirty work.
So
and just show
we
up
still
for
have
the
one
finish.
brain over
Yes.
there, right?
One brain over there and one Hildy in front of you.
One brain between all 6 of us.
That's about right.
I mean,
Yeah.
literally.
I
it is
contribute about a
between-
.01
Alright, I'm
tonight.
gonna shoot an arrow at Hildy
Alright.
in the
Through
midst
the
of,
geese.
of the geese.
The swarm of feathers.
Oh, that's only a 10.
Alright.
You
yeah.
hit a goose.
That's what I was like.
Flies somehow not hitting a goose even.
Is that like partial cover?
I'm going to
Cry.
Yeah, I mean fair.
No, that's if she hit a goose.
No!
No, that's just skull paddle cry.
This is my dark
no, I'm
origin
going to
story.
run this way.
Well, you have 7 other ones. Calm down.
I threw geese at the Nilithid and one of them
Run
died.
there. Okay.
Alright, you move back to that spot.
Suddenly chaotic evil.
Alright. The Illithid is still focused on you, Virio, so they are going
And
to...
swarmed with geese.
And swarmed with geese.
God.
So they're going to attack with their tentacles.
They're going to save first.
Nat 20.
They're going to have to wisdom
Bring
save
it.
first.
Is that every time, or is it once they beat it, it's gone?
Oh,
I thought once it was broken, it was broken. Remind me, though.
Sanctuary.
Against attack until the spell ends, any creature. 1 minute.
All right.
We are on round 3.
All right. I'll roll a whiz save then.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
17 and a natural 20.
Yeah, you very saved.
All
You
right.
very saved.
Hit me,
I said,
Paul.
dang, son. I tried.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe. Depends on how much damage. I'm still raging because I keep getting hurt.
That's true.
So that's nice.
2d10.
What's the orange one on you?
My raging.
That is 28 points of psychic damage.
Oh, I don't block that.
Shoot.
How much is the damage for an insta-kill? Just curious.
Half.
It has to be like your total HP in one swing.
I think it, I
Like
think
into
it
the
has
negative.
to. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was
Negative your total HP.
That was half your HP.
No,
like
no,
previous
full.
versions. Of
Yeah. Yeah, so it would have to be like
Full negative of your
negative
HP.
28 in the red for an insta-kill.
No, I'm not insta-killed, but I'm damn close.
All right. Shit.
Oh no, you lose all those rings.
I'm out. I'm sleepy.
All right, so as this thing is hunched over Virio, you can all kind of hear like the sound of the teeth trying to bite into his skull.
Ew. They'll find no brain there.
Empty! And then...
Get him.
Haha!
Damn it.
All right,
Thought I moved.
Get him.
Getting on.
Get him.
claw attack. Nope. Then make the intelligence saving throw for me, Roland.
15.
That is a save. Good. Right, I do just need to roll your 3d6 here real quick. What's that max intelligence again?
16.
Okay.
I saw 2 of those dice and I'm like, oh crap.
Ba-da-ba-da. All right, that is it for them. Roland, you are up.
Bonus action disengage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. In that case, well, actually, before can I take that back?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm going to draw my rapier thingamadoodle,
Okay.
Hydra Tooth,
Mhm.
and I'm going to attack the one in front of me.
All right.
He's coming down the stairs.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Okay, so that is
Whatever you want.
1d8. I'm going to use the once a day thing,
Alrighty.
so that's 3d8.
Why you roll
Okay.
6s?
I rolled. Shut up.
Aha! Jacques.
So 16 cold,
Uh-huh.
8 piercing.
Alright, so you swing this blade down, it crackles to life, and as you bring the blade down, you just feel the blade go like halfway through this creature, and then you just see crystallization creeping up, and it just shatters into pieces.
Perfect.
He's gone.
He did.
Bye, brain.
So I want to make sure I'm reading this correctly,
Mm-hmm.
because 2-weapon fighting, when you take the attack action with an attack, oh, never mind. Light melee weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, I'm then going to move there,
Right?
and that's my turn.
Okie dokie. Kismet, followed by Fenrir.
I'll shoot her with a firebolt.
Alright.
What?
Oh, sorry. I put a bunch of olive oil in your bowl before we started. Is that cool? Squink.
God.
That was glorious.
That's only a 14.
Yeah, just, it's hard to see them now. They're swarmed by a bunch of geese, and they're like bent over, chewing on Virio's head.
Yeah, fair.
Um,
Finn.
Nasty.
Fenric.
Hey, I can't see her. This is my specialty. I'm gonna smack her.
All right.
Oh, damn, so close.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
Oh.
15.
Exactly.
Oh, yes.
That was one from my bless. That put it over the edge. That's how I remembered I had bless, because I was like 4.
Wait a minute.
6 points of damage.
How would you like?
That bless coming in clutch.
So she's like
good.
bent over, like tentacles enveloping. It's not the first time it's happened to Virio, is it? Head enveloped by a creature, like chewing happening. Or no, that was Aurora with the cave thingies.
Oh, yep.
Oh no, I got chomped up by one.
Did
of
you
those
too?
Yeah, I
Okay,
did.
yeah.
I hellish rebuked it.
That's right.
Perfect.
Yes, you have.
Yes, you're no stranger to tentacles, Dr.
I was.
Virio
That's
Tompkins.
also what I was immediately like.
Virio's head is in the Elithid's mouth, and I chop her head off.
Clean cut, straight through. The body falls down to the ground, dead. Virio is unconscious.
I'll heal him right after as well if we can.
All right.
If we're immediately out of combat.
Yep. You lay on hands. Virio, you wake up to seeing like a bunch of tentacles covering your face and like a chewing feeling on the back of your head.
Oh.
Gross.
Is that my ex-wife?
Head massage.
This isn't nice.
The geese all sort of dissipate and perch around the room weirdly, kind of
As
watching,
geese do.
watching, kind of hissing at each other if one of them looks at the other one funny. And Augie and Skull Paddle are standing before you. Archie, Skull Paddle walks up to you and he says, "Hello, Archie. This is a message from Sayudega Academy. Ahem. We have eyes on them. We found them in Miromir. If your departure time is agreeable to right now, we can send you ASAP first class with a teleportation for one way. If you would like to accept this message to hunt down you know who, please press yes, say, I will give you a scroll."
That was a lot of stuff. Yes, absolutely. Yes. 1 second though.
Okie dokie.
Furio for 12 damage. And return.
Okie dokie. Well, do you have anything you want to say to your friends before you go?
I slowly turn to all of you and think about all the bird things that we've done together.
As there's
And
geese and a raven sitting in the room.
Raven and geese, and I use thaumaturgy to make a cacophony of bird voices.
This upsets the geese greatly.
This upsets Fenric.
I would like to thank you all for letting me accompany you on this grand adventure. And
I'm like, where did you come from in the first place?
I was just in the neighborhood, and somebody bumped into me, so I have to go do my own thing now, which was what I was doing in the first place.
Bye, Lumiere.
Yeah.
We'll miss you. Or I will. I can't speak with
Especially now that you started hitting things.
See you later, shorty.
I'm still here.
Thanks for being my second grandpa for 2 seconds.
Yeah, I forgot my grandpa duties, but I think that's part of the job.
I'll tell Billy you say hello.
Do it.
Or
Train
goodbye.
that boy. He's going places.
The sun.
Probably dead in and out.
All right. And with that, Archie opens the scroll, reads the incantation, and disappears.
Peace out, bitches.
Is that the incantation?
Archie,
Yes, and then he says it also afterwards.
as your vision clears and you look to your surroundings, you can see you're on the outskirts of the bustling city of Miramir, the capital of the Magus Collective and well-known progressive magic use experimentation within the world. Looking around, you notice that what was once a clear open meadow full of varying wildflowers with the roads leading from the Feywilds into it has become partially overgrown by the Feywilds themselves. You can see all the way stretching down the coast, the woods have extended, and from within the forest you can hear the sounds of madness. And that's where we will end the session tonight. Thank you, Jared, for
Yes!
playing Archibald. We are going to miss you
Yes.
very much.
Good luck at work.
Hopefully your schedule changes again sometime soon so we can make that work again.
So you can bamf back. Be like, I'm back.
Technically November, but you know.
You can make that work. And also, it is Sam's second to last in-person session.
Oh no.
Because tomorrow will be his last in-person session.
Yep.
So, pop on tomorrow at 7:30 for the epic dipshit conclusion
God.
of
Oh man.
our
I'm gonna die.
moronic hitting each other with weapons and fire game.
Thank you for the and fire.
Yup.
The only thing that hurts.
Remember to pop on to threadmancer.com at checkout. Use the promo code AmberWars for free shipping on all orders over $25. See you guys tomorrow night at 7:30. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Jared, for playing.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.